Here we go. Let's get this started momentarily. Okay. Okay, here we go. Make sure this is set up. Let me just make sure my... Alright, I'm putting the chat right now. Alright, here we go. We're good. Alright, perfect. We got Death. We got... Oh, that's Destiny. Alright. Papa Eli? No. I'm not Papa. I'm just regular. Regular Eli. Where's my charger? Let me make sure everything's plugged in. So I don't want the shit dying. Died right during the middle of the stream. That would not be good. Okay. Here we go. Alright, still waiting on one more person here for one of the teams. I need to make sure my Discord is working properly. Should be somewhat adequate. There we go. You know what? This is good enough. Alright. Oh my god. Now Papa Eli is going to be a thing. Just watch. Alright guys, this is going to be... What is this? This is final day of the tournament. It's going to be the semifinals. Prosters versus Wet Trash Skinny Tacos, I believe, which is a interesting name to say the least. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. It is... Who's playing? Wet Trash Skinny Tacos and Prosters, I believe. So, the winner of that will be playing against the Boosted Boxes in the finals right after this. Apologies for the late start. Just a little bit of timing stuff, but it's okay. We're good. Everything's good. And we are just waiting for a minute. So, should be good. Should be good. How's everyone doing today? Who's excited? I'm excited. Let's go, dude. Oh, Prosters? I don't know how to say it. Prosters. Okay. Anyways, looks like we got a lot of Prey fans. All right. That's good. Let's get excited. Yeah. Slippery wet victory. Okay. That's an interesting way to describe that. But, yeah. All right. Here we go. Should be getting started in a second here. All right, yeah, whenever the players are ready, just waiting on the players now. Here we go. No, Rad's team played yesterday. Unfortunately, they did not advance through the round. It's giving me anxiety. Don't worry, guys. This is just a fun tournament. This should be very exciting. This looks like a very good matchup. We got some, high-level Griffins here versus a Cyclops, so I'm really excited. Just waiting on these players to ready up. They are ignoring Ico. That's not good. Okay. Oh, here we go. Well, the Hunter's ready. I don't know about the Sarai. Oh. Here we go. Okay. Anyways, guys, if you're just now joining us, this is the I-95 Studio Discord Tournament. Day 3. This will be the semifinals. Prosters, I believe is how you say it, versus the Wet Trash Skinny Tacos, which is the best name I've ever heard. Not going to lie. And the winner of that will play against the Boosted Boxes in the finals. So, first map taking place here is Moonlit River Park. There's going to be one Survivor ban. It is the first round of this set. So there is one Survivor ban, no Hunter ban. Again, we're just waiting on some of these Survivors to ready up. So apologies for the delay on that, but they should be readying up momentarily, question mark. We're going to find out. Hopefully. Okay, we got 1 as a start. Nope, we got 0. I think we're just waiting on one player to join their voice chat. And it should be getting started again. Apologies for the delay on this, but it should be good. Hopefully. If there's any background noise, I do apologize for that as well. It is kind of a very hot day out. It's like 100 degrees where I am. So everybody's in, all my family's inside. They're all making a lot of noise because that's what families do, but it's okay. I mean, it turned into, so I live in California, and it turned into Florida today. Like, it was pouring thunderstorms this morning, and it's still like 90 degrees out. And I'm just like, this isn't Florida, this is California. But I guess, the world's, got some other things going on. Still waiting on one more person to join the voice communication, I believe. So again, apologies for this, guys. Players being somewhat disorganized, but it happens to the best of us, so we're not going to blame them. Good luck to everybody. Absolutely. Got Eli and Carly fan. All right, nice. So we are getting started. All right, again, just waiting for one more person to ready up here. All right, close my door, make sure there's no background noise. All right, here we go. Eli's coming with his voice, I wish. All right, waiting on the ban. It looks like Prey actually opting to ban Priestess here. This is Moonlit River Park. Keep in mind, this is a very favorable map for Priestess. You do have those, that bridge area that can create, you can create a portal, essentially creating a second bridge for survivors to kite on, or rather a third, because there's already 2. You also have that second story option with Priestess can use to their advantage. Priestess is very powerful on second story maps in particular. So we do see banning that Priestess. It is quite interesting, though, considering that Priestess has been nerfed significantly as of recently. So she isn't as strong as she used to be. Her portals do disappear after a limited amount of time. However, still very strong survivor for this map. And totally understandable. Prey doesn't want to have to deal with that, and that is why we're going to see Priestess being banned on this map. I'm very interested to see the Hunter selection. I'm not actually too sure what Hunter's Prey plays. I'm not quite familiar with this player, but we're going to find out. It looks like possibly Wu Chang, so that's pretty exciting to see. I mean, we've seen a lot of Wu Chang throughout this tournament, particularly on this map. Wu Chang, a very strong Hunter for the Moonlit River Park map. There are so many open spaces for you to umbrella. I mean, certain maps, it's hard to umbrella perfectly onto Cypher machines because there's a lot of walls blocking your vision, and you kind of have to estimate exactly how you're going to use your umbrella. But in Moonlit River Park, it is quite simple. It's pretty open, pretty spread out, and Wu Chang, will be able to get across large maps very quickly, and that should be, favorable for Prey if he opts to use, Prey opts to use this Hunter here. So looking for the character selection, it looks like we're going to see that Mercenary immediately here. Mercenary, the best, rescuing character in the game. Looks like an Embalmer, which is interesting for one of the players here. Embalmer, not one of the top, survivors in the game, but I believe this player most likely is an Embalmer main. From what I can see in the chat, yes. Embalmer does kind of struggle against Wu Chang, though. That is the big downside to him. And that once you get that Embalmer on the rocket share, the Wu Chang can just umbrella to where the coffin is and cut him off from even escaping at that point. You can get that immediate hit. It does buy some time because you get a short tide turner from that. But other than that, the Wu Chang's easily able to catch up to that Embalmer after using that coffin. Looks like Enchantress and Perfumer as the possible last 2 selections here. Surprisingly, no Seer. You would like to see a Seer. Seer was not the ban; it was Priestess. So expect one of these players to possibly select Seer, but then again, you never know. We also see 2 containment type characters, which is interesting. No only one rescuer. So I guess the Perfumer in essence can double as a rescuer, but can sometimes struggle against Wu Ching if they're able to get off that Soul Siphon. You'd really like to see one of those rescue characters that can reach the rocket chair without being phased by the Soul Siphon, such as like a Gravekeeper, Mercenary, forward with his football, things like that. But a Perfumer may have a little bit of an issue with that. But we are going to find out exactly. And again, you do have that Mercenary as that immediate rescue option. So, we're going to see what these players can do against, if it is Wu Ching from Prey. I'm, again, interested to see if that is the case. According to people in the chat, he's the number 1 Embalmer, so that would make sense why this player is selecting Embalmer. But again, against Wu Ching, it is kind of a trouble. It is kind of a struggle if you're playing Embalmer. But we're going to find out. Again, if this, the Embalmer can hide that coffin well, make it hard for the the Wu Ching to get to that coffin and cut them off. So it looks like Prey is going to select that Wu Ching as the hunter here. So we should be getting started within a few seconds here. Poppy Chula is Carly. Got it. Okay, moving into the first round here, we are going to have that rocket chair bridge spawn for the hunter. And he's going to go ahead and rotate over towards this tent area. That is one of the spawn locations for the survivors. Using that secondary umbrella effect, and he's able to pick up the location of the Perfumer here. We're going to see most likely just tunnel on the Perfumer using teleport, which is interesting. We're not seeing any peepers or anything like that, but we're seeing him try to bait out that Perfume if possible. And this Perfumer doing a very good job tight-kiting, making the hunter... good Perfume from the Perfumer here. Drops the pallet. Perfume's at the pallet. And we'll be able to absorb that first hit. Unfortunately, that does give presence to the Wu Ching. And Wu Ching is one of those hunters that does rely on presence. So we're going to see him use this secondary umbrella effect, trying to trap in the Perfumer here. And he's going to go ahead and just hit into that Perfume. An excellent Perfume yet again from this Perfumer. You've seen 2 perfectly timed instant Perfumes. And it does give presence to the Wu Ching, but he's been playing this very well. Another perfect Perfume here. That is 3 in a row. This is excellent gameplay from the Perfumer, and we're just going to see the Wu Ching acknowledges, I'm not catching this Perfumer at the rate this is going, so I'm going to go ahead and teleport away. Does unfortunately run into the Mercenary. That is not ideal. You really don't want to have to spend a lot of time on a Mercenary, but we'll see if we can get the hit here. And no, able to dodge it. These survivors, so far, off to a very good start. Looks like he is just going to continue tunneling this Mercenary, which is interesting. Again, it's very surprising to see, someone tunnel a Mercenary. Typically a Mercenary can take a lot of time off your hands. Does waste an umbrella effect there too, unfortunately. There's already 2 Cypher Machines down, and, no survivor has been, captured at this point, even, hit for that matter. The Wu Ching does have presence, but, again, just resorting to chasing the Mercenary, this is not ideal. And I expect him to umbrella away here. That's most likely what we're going to see. Looks like that is the case. Looking to umbrella here. He's going to head over towards that second story area. Trying to cut off the survivor in here. Does find the Enchantress. Expect to see a hit on this Enchantress. And was able to get off the Soul Siphon as well. So the the Enchantress no longer with any interactions for the next few seconds while in the Soul Siphon mode. We'll see if the Wu Ching can use this to advantage to get the down. Most likely will have her interactions back momentarily, but goes for a bit of an early charge attack, unable to land, unfortunately. And I'm going to go ahead and throw this pallet down as well. This is an excellent gameplay from the survivors. There is still nobody down, 2 Cypher Machines remaining at this point. And you really need, if you're the Wu Ching, you really need to get this down right now. Looking at the decoding progress, it looks like Embalmer finishing up a Cypher Machine there as well. Perfumer not working on one yet, neither is the Mercenary. So they still need... oh no, they were able to finish one. It looks like Embalmer's Cypher Machine is the last one. It's about 75% of the way done at this point. This is an excellent Cypher Rush. You can really see, how well these survivors are playing. Kiting away from Cyphers, and just using that to their advantage. Making the Wu Ching transition a lot here, and it's very difficult for him to actually get it down as of right now. Looks like he's going to teleport to expect the Embalmer to pop the machine. Let's see if the Wu Ching can get it down. Oh, excellent job from the Wu Ching. Able to teleport on the Prime Cypher and was able to get the down before the Embalmer, could escape there. That's going to put him in a position where he might be able to tie if he plays this absolutely perfect. It's still going to be very hard. in the position he's in. But keep in mind, this Perfumer has no more perfumes. And you're up against a full presence Wu Chang, so expect Perfumer to go down here. Oh, good job from the Perfumer going ahead and doubling back there. And the Wu Chang should be able to get the hit. Oh, she had an illusion. Wow, I didn't even see that. The Perfumer did pick up an illusion. This is going to buy a little bit of extra time. But it will allow the Embalmer to get back up. So expect him just to share the Perfumer here and most likely try to target down this Embalmer if possible. We do see the Wu Chang umbrelling in that, that front gate, first stop gate direction. Enchantress and Mercenary possibly thinking about going in for a rescue. It is quite risky, considering that if you go in for that rescue against a Hunter with the tension, you will get down instantly, unless you are the Mercenary. And does have Tonight's. I think he's located... No, he didn't. I don't think he was able to see the Embalmer there. Looks like that is not the case. The Embalmer hiding right there. If you're able to... Oh, but someone's going in for the rescue. I think we're going to see the Enchantress go in. We'll see if the Wu Chang can cut off the Enchantress here. She does not have any stacks available. This is very risky. This could potentially get the Wu Chang to tie, and I think we may actually see this. I think he's going to be able to get this down on the Enchantress. He's going to reverse controls. Gets the down on the Enchantress. Nobody going in for the rescue. The Wu Chang able to secure the tie. That is very, very detrimental for the Hunter here, for Prey. This was a very good position for the survivors. It looked like they were going to have an easy 3-person escape. But Prey, excellent endgame. You see Wu Chang, using that endgame to his potential, is baiting the teleport, trying to force the survivors out. Again, really just wants to secure the tie at this point. Doesn't want the survivors to try to go in for a rescue. Detention is now out as well. So, but we're going to find out what they opt to go for here. And he's just going to umbrella on the gate. He's going to force these survivors out. And this will allow him to get the tie. Excellent job from Prey. Great job from the survivors. Rotating the Hunter very well, able to avoid him at all times. Excellent job to the Perfumer. Those perfect perfumes really did save the game for the survivors, but Prey able to secure the tie with that excellent endgame, and that's going to make it a 2-2 score right away here. Anyways, water time, because I just talked a lot. I'm surprised I still have a voice, guys. After yesterday, I was about to go to bed last night, and I went to go talk to my mom about something, and I was like, I can't even breathe. What's going on? But yeah, those survivors rotated very well. The Cypher rush was perfect. I don't even think they'd accelerated decoding by the time the last Cypher was up, so... Very good job from the survivors in the early and mid game, but at the end, Prey really did come in clutch there. That was a very good gameplay to secure the tie. And again, you can see the potential of Wu Chang in the late game. Wu Chang, especially with teleport, is one of the best late game. Besides Dreamwitch, Wu Chang is the best late game Hunter. If you're playing Wu Chang with teleport, you can control both exit gates. You can really, force survival. You force that tie in a position where normally you might actually take a loss. So that is a very good job from Wu Chang. From Prey, able to secure that tie there. Water is important. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It is hot for me too. It is around 90 degrees right now. So he's best with peepers. I personally play Wu Chang with peepers. But I personally play Wu Chang with peepers, but it is a matter of preference for sure. Blinker Insolence. Embalmer played very well, and I don't think Embalmer did anything wrong. You kind of just have to pop that Cypher, hope they don't get the hit. Again, Wu Chang, Black Form is very quick attack recovery. Enchantress, yeah, it's okay. It happens to the best of us, though. It happens to the best of us. Oh, not Golden Cave. Oh, no. I got scared for a second there. I was like, oh, no. What is going on? Okay. Should be good. Should be no Golden Cave, guys, hopefully. Yeah, let's not blame any players. Everyone's playing to the best of their ability. Survivors played very, very well. Prey played very well in the end game as well. Golden Cave OP? I don't think so. Yeah, he had the machine primed. It's very hard. Perfectly priming a cipher machine isn't easy, guys, because you don't want to mess that up, right? So it's about because if you accidentally prime it too far, accidentally pop it, you could cause your team to win, right? So getting as primed as possible is not as easy as it looks. It's not as easy as it looks. It's a skill. It's a bit of a skill to be able to do that perfectly. To lead Golden Cave exactly. All right, waiting on the players here. Now we got Eddie. There we go. Lakeside is so bad for rescuing. I'd have to agree with that. Yeah, it's pretty tough. I mean, I don't mind Lakeside if I'm a hunter, but as a survivor, I mean, well, it really depends. I prefer Lakeside over Moonlit if I'm a survivor because depending on the spawn, right? If I spawn Little Boat, I'm very happy. You know, Little Boat is one of the best kiting areas on that map. You can waste a lot of the hunter's time. Also, if I spawn Big Boat, I'm pretty happy as well. Very good kiting area. So, I mean, if I spawn, like, Shore, if I spawn, I don't know, like, Shack, it's not good. It's not good. Because then, typically, if you spawn Shack, you're most of the time forced to transition kite towards Shore, and that's not a great kiting area. You can tight kite, but it's not great. It's not great. Can someone answer me why Cave is not allowed? Golden Cave is not a rank map, so unfortunately there are no non-rank maps allowed. And it's also, I mean, it's a 3-story map. It's a little... no one's prepared for something like that, because nobody ever plays on it. I prefer Lakeside. Yeah, I think Lakeside's got very good kiting area. There are 2 in particular in Lakeside that are very good, but the rest of them are just pretty bad. So, that is the issue with Lakeside. And Lakeside's particularly strong for certain hunters. Like Wu Chang, for example, is very strong on Lakeside. Even Dreamwitch, for a big map, Dreamwitch is very strong because it's a dark map. You can get, you can kind of sneak up on survivors very well. So, will we see Eversleeping? Eversleeping is one of the maps. I'm not sure. It is randomized, so we're not sure what it will be, but it is a possibility. Yes. I'm only here for Blaze. Blaze got some support. All right. Waiting on the... I believe this hunter, I don't know how to say it, Zixify, I believe, is a Feaster player, if I recall. So expect Feaster. We're going to see what the survivors opt to go for here. You definitely expect that Seer, and that looks like going to be the case here. Mechanic as well. Oh, Prisoner, kind of going back and forth. You did see that Mercenary ban. Again, Feaster, a hunter with very good camp. Has double hit potential on the Rescuer very easily and can sometimes stuff rescues. So, removing that Mercenary as an option is reasonable. Personally, I don't play a whole lot of Feaster. I did in the past. I always ban Seer, because getting the 3rd hit on an opening kiter is difficult sometimes with Feaster. Again, favoring that camp is also reasonable as well. So, we're most likely going to see that. And expect Blink from the hunter. If you're banning Seer, you would imagine you have Blink to get that 3rd hit fairly easily. We're most likely going to see Blink. But again, you never know. We're going to find out. Get him, Tentacle them. Again, waiting on the survivor selections. It looks like from Blaze, possibly First Officer. Not a rescuer you see every day, but First Officer can waste a lot of the hunter's time if the hunter opts to chase down that First Officer. Has a free 40-second kite in essence with those pocket watches. As long as you make constant erratic movements, it's very hard for the hunter to actually hit you. Even with a large hitbox like Feaster, it's very hard to hit a First Officer. So on top of that, First Officer also has that increased chair persistence. They can be on the rocket chair for a long period of time, and we will see that as the main rescuer. It looks like most likely Enchantress will most likely probably bring Tide Turner for that 2nd rescue. And we do see Seer and Prisoner, a support character in addition to that decoding character with Prisoner. And again, expect to see the Feaster, and it looks like that is going to be the case from the hunter here. So Should be getting into the game shortly. Feaster is a pretty strong hunter for Moonlit River Park. The only downside is Moonlit is a very large map, one of the largest in the game, and Feaster is a slower hunter, not very fast movement speed, so that could come into play here, but we are going to see. Waiting to see 3 tentacles around the chair survivor. You're a really good commentator. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Jonah. Thank you. Got that S badge. Okay, all right. Let's see it. We'll see. I'm excited. I'm excited to see it come into play here. All right. Should be getting started in now. Remaining time 0 seconds. All right, here we go. Getting into the round, guys. This is the Prosters versus the Wet Trash Skinny Tacos. The Wet Trash Skinny Tacos, an excellent name. I have to express that because that is a very nice name. Is the hunter for this round. It is currently tied 2-2. Casually passes on luck to survivors. All right, getting started here. It looks like we are going to see... Oh, lovely Feaster skin as well. I really am a fan of this one. But it looks like we are going to see that 2-story spawn for the Feaster. Going to transition over towards this area that we call Working Carousel. Seeing if he can locate one of the survivors. Immediately finds the Seer here as well. Something to keep in mind, though. This is Working Carousel. The Seer can loop this for a long period of time. But, oh, it looks like he's not going to loop it. That is a very strong play against the Feaster. He's a slow hunter. You can build up that second owl very easily. But he just wants to transition over to these pallets here. And it looks like the Feaster is going to try to transition around, throwing up a tentacle. A little bit off there, unfortunately. Just going to go ahead and break this pallet. And he is actually running peepers. Opted to pass on that blink, even allowing a Seer on the team. We'll see if he can cut him off, though, here. Looking at the build, looks like Feaster is using Trump Card. This is an interesting build. Going for that pallet breaking speed and Trump Card, but no detention, no anything else. Excellent tentacle from the Feaster, landing that hit on the Seer. You do see that quick pallet breaking speed from the Feaster as well. Really wants to prioritize that early game chase with the pallet breaking speed. So we're going to see him able to dodge that tentacle there. And Seer still has that owl available. We'll see if they're able to build up a second owl, if possible here. Should see him to tentacle this pallet if he has one. And that is the case. Excellent job from the Seer. Able to dodge that tentacle. Expect the owl right here. Perfectly timed owl from Dream. Very good. And he's going to transition over to this area. Unfortunately, intent. This is where this is a cipher being decoded. So transitioning towards this area is not very strong in terms of promoting that cipher rush. So this is going to be very difficult. Additionally, basement is here as well. So if the Feaster is able to get the down here, good job looping the tentacle, but expecting to get hit, and he's going to go down. A pretty decent kite, able to waste 1 cipher's worth of time. But the biggest issue here is he died right on a cipher machine of the Enchantress, and will also allow 4 basement. And without any, Priestess or Gravekeeper, rescuing off a Feaster in basement is not easy. I cannot stress that enough. It is very difficult. So we're most likely to see the Enchantress come in for the save here. Does have Wanted Order on the Enchantress, so it's going to make it quite difficult, and does have Peepers as well. But it looks like no, possibly First Officer going in for the rescue as well. He's going to drop that tentacle. Probably use it here. This is very good movements from the Feaster. Swinging. Oh, able to get the hit on the First Officer. He's going to get the save off before the halfway mark, but I expect him to go up these stairs and try to go for the no attack recovery play. He's going to go ahead and drop a Peeper as well. We'll see what he can pull off, though. Goes for that tentacle, unable to land. Is just going to get the hit there on the First Officer. Double hitting that Rescuer is very, a very strong play. We're going to see the Seer vault this window, get that broken windows, or sorry, that knee-jerk reflex speed boost, and transition away here. But he was able to double hit the Rescuer, and the Seer will go down. So this is going to slow down the cipher decoding progress significantly, and expect the Seer possibly to be back in basement yet again. Although, no, it looks like he's just going to go ahead and share him on this outside of tent share. Really wants to try to, not waste too much time. Get this Seer out of the game as quickly as possible. And this is a very good play. This Feaster is playing very well so far. And, you know, expect the survivors to go in for a second rescue, but it's going to be tough. We have Enchantress going in for the save. We're going to have 2 tentacles. Let's see if she can dodge them. Going to use that stun. Good tentacle from the Feaster. Let's see if he can follow up with the stuff for the tentacle. Dodges it. Gets the stuff on the Enchantress there, preventing the rescue. That is a huge play. And the Seer's going to go down. Enchantress should be in basement here as well. That is an excellent gameplay from the Feaster. Able to stuff the rescue, and this is going to be a huge shift in this game. Able to chair him on the Cypher Bridge as well. This is going to push the first officer off of his Cypher machine. And this Feaster has set himself up very nicely to win this game. This is incredible gameplay. We're going to check out the Prisoner's decode in progress. I think he's probably going to go in for the rescue at this point. But something to keep in mind is I doubt the Prisoner. It's a Prisoner. I doubt there's any Tide Turner. So it's going to be very hard. Gets the tentacle hit from, like, 50 feet away. That was incredible. Very good job from the Feaster. I can't even begin to commentate how good this is. This is incredible gameplay so far. I mean, this Feaster able to not hit the chair there, gets the hit on the Enchantress immediately. So no option for stuns there. And she's going to keep decoding, expecting to try to hit this, Prisoner if possible. But again, they still need one more Cypher machine. The first officer is down. I don't know if he was healed or if he's self-healed. But we're going to find out. He may just chair the first officer as well while this Enchantress's Tide Turner runs out. And it looks like he's going to take the first officer to the rocket chair here, just putting him on the chair. Might as well. The Enchantress was able to finish the Cypher machine with that Tide Turner, in effect. And we did see Prisoner again bringing Tide Turner. That really did come in key, buying some extra time for the survivors. You don't typically see a Prisoner carrying Tide Turner, but he's going to be able to chair this Enchantress as well. And the chairs are the chair is right here, so the Prisoner unable to go in for the rescue in time. Expect him to go look for that Prisoner. You cannot camp this chair. You cannot risk allowing that Prisoner to get dungeon. Going for that 4-person elimination is going to be key. Guys, keep in mind, this is a Sabertooth 4 Feaster. He's playing extremely well. I'm shocked. This is honestly incredible gameplay. We are going to see what the Prisoner can do here. We'll see if he can stuff this rescue. Prisoner, I don't think has that shock available as well. But we're going to find out. They possibly do. And it looks like, he's going to go ahead and use Patroller, trump card, early there, trying to, try to time that Terror Shock. Oh, he does hit the chair, though. This is going to allow him to get off the save. Very good job from the Prisoner. He's going to get the down on the first officer, and most likely just go for the hit on this Prisoner as well. That is a very long Patroller effect as well. He's going to go for the tentacle. Gets the hit. Can he follow up with the follow? Nope. Dodging the hit. Good job from the Prisoner there. You have to kite out this time for the first officer to heal up, but I don't think it's going to be possible. The Feaster is in such a good position, and you expect the Prisoner to go down here. Good move, forcing him to vault the window. He's going to get the charge attack down on the Prisoner. This will secure the 4-person elimination, most likely, unless the first officer can get up. He still has that pocket watch available to him, so expect him to use that if he can he can still self-heal. Wow. So the first officer is going to get up, and you have to find him, before this Prisoner dies on the rocket chair, but you do have those tentacles to find the location of the closest survivor that isn't on the rocket chair. So expect him to use all these tentacles in this area to go look for that first officer. But we're going to find out here momentarily. Looks like no, though. Just opting to camp the chair. This is very risky. Again, you want to secure that 4-person elimination, get that extra point for your team. But, the way things are looking, the Feaster opting not to use the tentacles to look for that, look for that first officer. So I would imagine the first officer just going to go ahead and camp the dungeon. Probably try to, or at least hide nearby, so they can get that dungeon when the Prisoner dies. But again, the Feaster not using the tentacles to find the location of the first officer, and this is going to cost him, I believe, the 4-person elimination at this time. So we're going to find out, though. Now using those tentacles, he does acknowledge the first officer is probably across the bridge. He's going to go ahead and just use that pocket watch, and this will allow him to get to that dungeon before the Feaster can reach, unfortunately. He's going to drop the Patroller. It isn't going to matter, though. We are going to see that first officer get to the dungeon and secure. And a little bit of a miss. Feaster played very well. A little bit of a misstep at the end there, not using those tentacles to find the first officer. But that will secure him the win. And excellent gameplay for both sides, but very good job to that Feaster there. And a good job to the first officer hiding at the end, able to avoid the sight of the Feaster and achieving that dungeon. And that will make the score, I believe it's now, 6-4 in favor of the wet. No, sorry, 5-3 in favor of the wet trash skinny tacos. Geeka, so I got Eli's Hunter and Rank. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I played against. I decided to play some Hunter Rank today because Survivor was driving me a little bit nuts. So I ran into Ikasova on Rank. It's pretty fun. Anyways, what is going on in the chat? Feaster played very well, guys. I mean, that's a Saber 4, and they're going to be against Griffins, so some Griffins. That was very good. Excellent gameplay. Yeah, Survivor sometimes it's not that I mean I love my team. I love playing with them. Sometimes it's just when you're playing, and you get on a losing streak. It's not even getting on a losing streak. It's just like things don't go the right way, or the hunter hits you from like 200 million feet away, and you're like, how did that hit? Or just something like that. You're like, take a break, play some Hunter, why not? So. The stream is sponsored by water, yes. What tier am I right now? I'm currently a Mammoth 2. Currently a Mammoth 2. No, I'm a Mammoth 2 right now. I only play about one rank session a day, so I'm not really. I don't grind rank as much as some people. I probably should, and probably next season I'll go for it a little bit more. But I'm actually going to be a freshman in college. School starts very soon. I had a lot of placement tests, a lot of college applications to work on. I've just been very busy with that, as well as streaming and YouTube and all that. It's just so hard to play rank all the time. So I usually only get to about one rank session a day, unfortunately. Should have shared, first officer then prisoner, yeah. I think what the Feaster was thinking, because he double hit the first officer earlier, and I think what he was thinking is that hold on, let me check that real quick. Oh, we have a bit of an issue, guys. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. We are resolving a little bit of an issue. So give us a second to work that out. Give us 1 second, guys. We are resolving a little bit of an issue. Same, yeah. The grind be a little bit too much sometimes. A little bit too much sometimes. We are dealing with a little bit of an issue, guys. I believe what is happening is that this is a mobile-only tournament, and one of the players, we're not sure who quite yet, one of the players, I believe, is using PC, and this is a mobile-only tournament, so we're going to have to... I'll have more information for you guys momentarily. We're just trying to figure out how to deal with this, so... Apologies for that. Give us 1 second to work this out. Yeah. Not quite sure. I'll let you guys know who it is momentarily, but we're figuring it out right now. So give us a second to do that. Yeah, unfortunately, this is a mobile-only tournament. There is no PC allowed. That is under one of the rules, and one of the players is on PC. So we're just gonna figure out what to do about that in a second. We're trying to see if they have another hunter or if they have a mobile account, something along those lines. But we're gonna see. Putting PC player to mobile tournament. Again, guys, we are just figuring out what to do about this. Anyways, guys, while we're in between this, I would like to mention this tournament is being held by the Identity 5 Studio Discord. So don't forget to join the Discord if you're not a part of it. The link is in the video description below. But yes. Again, guys, we're trying to figure this out, so give us a second. Guys, apologies if the stream cut out. Stream should be working now. Apologies for that, guys. It looks like we may be getting a new hunter. Now my audio cut out. Alright, let's reload this. I have to reload to make sure my audio is working. Hold on. Unfortunately, got a call during the thing. That's not good. I thought I'd turn off the notifications, but I guess I didn't. Well, that's me being dumb. I think we may have to use... Oh, wait. If the stream's working for you guys, that's good. Guy, okay. Looks like Eddie's gonna be hunting. Alright. Well, here we go. Yeah. We have a new hunter. How do you play blackjack? I have no idea. Apologies for that, guys. Unfortunately, let's go. Okay. The audio's okay, is the audio better now, guys? I apologize. Okay, hopefully the audio's a little bit better, guys. Let me know. It's still loud. Why is it so loud? I don't know why it's so loud like that. I'm going to reload it again. Apologies for that. Hopefully everything will be good now. Alright, I'm reloading it, guys. Don't worry, don't worry. Everything's gonna be okay. Okay, here we go. Slowly loading. Slowly. No, come on, you got this game. Come on. Come on, Identity 5, you got this. Wow. Okay, this is unfortunate. All right, technical difficulties. We might have them restart the game if I don't load in here. This is tragic. This is so tragic. What is going on? This is the most tragic thing ever. Come on now, we got this. You got this, Identity 5. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know, they really don't have it. Okay. One last attempt. We got this. Identity 5 really be crashing on me like that, guys? What is this? During the tournament, too. Why? Okay. we go. It'll load. No problem, right? It'll load. No problem. Loading. Very, very slowly. Okay. Interesting. We're going to go ahead and give it a second. If not, I'll just restart everything, which means I have to restart the stream. This is so sad. It's okay, guys. We're on to something. We're on to something. It's doing something. Technology at its finest right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is exactly what I love to see. Wow. Okay. How's the audio, guys? Let me know. How's the audio? Is the audio okay? Everything good with the audio? Is the audio better? Music. Turn it down, please. All right, is that any better? Please tell me that's better. Is that too quiet? What are we thinking, guys? How's that working? Is it any better? That's better. All right. Oh, okay. We figured it out. Technology. Oh my God. Settings pick. Power update settings. That's too good. All right. All right. We got Violinist getting a quick down on the Enchantress here. We're going to see the first officer transition in for a rescue. Able to dodge that string there. You do see the power of that watch. Really good movements from the first officer. Able to dodge all of these notes so far. We'll see if he goes in for a save. Should be able to get the 4.5. Good job from the first officer, baiting the hit on the chair there. We're going to see the... is able to locate which is the Enchantress with the first officer. Good string from the Violinist, landing the hit there. This is going to get the down on the Enchantress yet again. So great gameplay so far from this Violinist. Unfortunately, we did miss the early game, but the Enchantress will be on the chair for the second time. Keep in mind, the Hunter from the last round did get a tie, so the series is currently at 2-2. We're going to check out the build for the Violinist. It is Trump Card and Detention, as expected. And we're going to see the Cypher Machine progress of the other survivors. Seer just now starting another Cypher Prisoner, wrapping up one there. So the survivors, a bit of a tough position. Still need 3 whole Cypher Machines to go. This Violinist looking very good, and I think he's acknowledging no one's going in for the rescue, although it looks like we may see the Seer. And, yep, it looks like the Seer is going in for the save. Let's see if the Violinist can cut him off before he can reach it. It's going to be very close. And we should expect the Violinist to potentially prevent this rescue. Goes for the hit. Oh, but a good owl from the Seer. Excellent gameplay there. Acknowledges he had to use the owl, or else he was going to go down. We're going to see him use that full presence ability to no avail, unfortunately. Looks like he's really targeting down the Seer, interestingly enough. I was expecting him to go. Gets the down on the Seer. But you'd expect him to target... No, he's just going to chair the Seer. Wow, goes for the Seer instead of the Enchantress, even though the Enchantress was dead on the rocket chair. So that's an interesting play here from the Violinist. But it looks like the Enchantress possibly going in for a save with that 3-stun ability. Looks like she's going to use it. This is very, very risky, and I actually think this may backfire very strongly on the survivors. The Enchantress is dead on chair. You should not be going for a rescue when you're dead on that rocket chair. And... this is going to... Nobody's going to keep targeting the Seer. Really giving up on this Enchantress. I'm not quite sure why. Again, she is dead on the chair. So, the play ended up going in the favor of the survivors here. Goes for that string. Good job from the Seer. Able to dodge it. We'll see if he can get on the roller coaster with him. No, the Seer is going to make it away, unfortunately. And the Enchantress is gone as well. And they were able to hit the stop sign, so the Seer is going to go all the way across the map. This is going to be a very unfavorable position for the Violinist at this time. Looks like he's going to go ahead and teleport, transitioning onto the Prisoner. Good job dodging that string. Going to go ahead and use that shock there. This is going to allow him to transition to this window and avoid that hit. So excellent job from the Prisoner. Perfectly timed with that shock. There's now 1 Cypher Machine remaining. And again, you can see the Violinist not targeting down the Enchantress. Is going to cost him the tie, most likely here, unfortunately. And this should be a win for the survivors at this point. In the position they're in, as long as the violinist, or as long as any of the survivors don't, make any sort of huge mistake, this should be a win for them. We're going to see the string from the violinist. Good job from the prisoner, able to dodge it, using that full presence ability again to no effect. Both these survivors did a very good job dodging, and we should see the prisoner go down here, though. Nope, he's able to make it to the pallet. Interesting. Okay. He's going to get down the prisoner, but the second machine should be primed at this time, and it was going to be the case. You do see that Seer standing nearby, trying to build up a second owl if possible, but it looks like the violinist has teleport back soon, but I don't think it's going to be long enough. Again, just trying to secure this one kill at this point. We're going to see the prisoner go down. Now he's going to get an owl. Good string, though. Excellent string getting the hit. We'll see if he can get the follow-up. Again, the dungeon is right here, so you have to be very careful. If you're the violinist, you cannot allow the prisoner to get that four-person escape at this time. So we're going to see the prisoner transition away, though, from that dungeon, so that's a bit of a risk for the survivors if they're trying to get that four-person escape. But it looks like he's going to, he's going to get the prisoner cornered at this point. It's going to be very hard for him to dodge this full presence ability. He's able to do it, though, this prisoner. Excellent chitin job so far, containing this violinist for a good period of time. He's able to get that hit through the pallet, though. You really see that quick attack speed from the violinist, and this will secure the three-person elimination, or the one-person elimination and the three-person escape for the survivors. That is going to make the score, I believe that's going to be 5-3 in favor of the Prosters at this point. No, he's a Croc 3 that almost tied a bunch of Griffins, so pretty damn good if I say so myself. Yeah, he played very well. Just not getting the Enchantress there, unfortunately. Okay, moving on to the next round. I kind of use the bathroom, but I'm going to wait on that until after this round's over. But yeah, again, you see losing, you want to secure that person. That first person you get on the rocket chair becomes your main priority as a hunter throughout most of the game. Depending on what hunter you're playing, it might vary if you're playing something like Dream Witch, because Dream Witch is special in her own little way. But for pretty much every hunter, you want to secure that first person you get down on that rocket chair as many times as possible. Get them eliminated as quick as possible, and make it so you have at least a tie set up for yourself. Again, transitioning away to that Seer instead of the Enchantress. But again, Enchantress going in for that rescue was a very, very risky play. It ended up paying off because he ended up chasing the Seer. But if the Enchantress gets knocked down, you have no stuns left after you use that 3-stack, and you're dead on the rocket chair. So it's a very, very risky play. But it did end up paying off as he did opt to tunnel the Seer instead of the Enchantress. Prisoner played very well. Prisoner, yeah. I'm not sure I have the ping noise, but just waiting on these players yet again. Keep in mind, guys, the Prosters are up 5-3 after that first round. We are just waiting for the rest of the players in a second here. Again, guys, we are here to support these players. They're trying their best. This is a fun tournament. These players, have practiced very much for this, but we're all, in the end, having fun, enjoying, watching these players put out their best against these other players, best, and it is, it's very entertaining for all of us. So, we're going to have prey hunting again, moving into the second round here. There's going to be 1 hunter and 2 survivor band, so we are going to see what they opt to, what they have to go for here. Again, guys, this is the Identity 5 Studio Discord tournament. If you guys aren't currently a part of that Discord, I would encourage you to check it out. The leaders are very nice people. Without them, we would not have this tournament. So huge shout out to them. That is Aiko and Eddie, the leaders of Identity 5 Discord Studio. Again, if you guys aren't a part of the Discord, the link is in the video description below. So don't forget to check that out. But again, moving on to the next round here, it is 5-3 in favor of the Prosters, which is the hunter for prey is a part of the Prosters. That is the hunter right now. So the hunter is about 5-3. Can't even think right now. I'm losing my brain. Whacking the brain cells. We're just waiting on one more player here to ready up. So should be up momentarily here. There we go. All right, this will take place on Red Church. There will be 1 hunter band for the survivors and 2 survivor band for the hunter, as it is the second round of the set. It looks like they're opting to ban the Bloody Queen of prey here. We did say that Wu Cheng played, he played it very well in the first game, really using that late game to his advantage. Nope, maybe not Bloody Queen, but we're going to see what they opt to choose. Again, it was Moonlit River Park, so Wu Cheng, a very positive choice, a very obvious choice for that map. It looks like we're going to see the Violinist potentially banned by the survivors. That is the case. So no Violinist for the hunter here. Expect Seer and Mercenary to be the 2 bans. Priestess not a very strong survivor on Red Church as she is compared to other maps. In addition to the nerf she has received, she isn't as strong as she used to be. So expect Mercenary and Seer to be the bans. Those are the most common bans and the 2 top survivors in the game currently. But it looks like Priestess, Prey, really not wanting to have to deal, with those portals. Going ahead and removing that Priestess option. Acknowledges that, I can handle a Seer. I just don't want to have to deal with Priestess and all those portals. So it looks like we're going to see the Priestess ban in addition to that Mercenary ban from Prey. Yes, this is the last day of the tournament. This is the semifinals right now, and then the finals will be right after this. Alright, from the survivors, it looks like a similar team composition minus that Mercenary, so we're most likely going to see an alternate rescuer, and it looks like that is going to be the Gravekeeper, which you have kind of seen take up a lot of popularity. Ever since Gravekeeper came out, people weren't too keen on him at first, but after a little while, he made a very good showing at at the Call of Abyss tournament, and he is now one of the top rescuers on competitive gameplay, in tournaments, in legendary rank mode. So you are seeing rescuers typically go to Gravekeeper when that Mercenary is banned. And it looks like that is going to be the case here. Again, looks like going back to that Embalmer yet again. Embalmer, a lot stronger against a hunter such as Axeboy if Prey opts to go for that. Less mobility around the map. Very fast hunter, but less mobility in comparison to something like Wu Cheng. It looks like possibly Enchantress and Perfumer, as we saw in that first round, being used yet again. Again, just waiting on the character selections here for the survivors. But I'm interested to see what hunter Prey opts to go for. Again, currently hovering over that Axeboy. But I have been informed he is also a very good Ripper player as well. So possibly expect that to come into play, but we're going to see. Again, maybe wanting to save that for later. But looks like, yeah, going ahead and selecting that Axeboy here. And it's going to be that Embalmer, Gravekeeper, Enchantress, Perfumer up against Prey's Axeboy. On Red Church, only one real rescuer. The Perfumer can double as a rescuer, but typically used for containment. Gravekeeper, a very strong rescuer, and most likely going to see that be the main rescuer for the survivors. And it looks like Prey does get that graveyard spawn. It's going to transition over to this area we call Wedding. Immediately finding this Perfumer. We really saw this Perfumer use perfumes to perfection in the first game. Instant perfuming, you know, like it was nothing. But unfortunately, getting caught up in this Wedding area, it's a good tight kiting area, but not too good against something like an Axe Boy. Perfectly timed perfume there. Let's see if he can get the hit, though. Great play from the Axe Boy. That was an excellent instant perfume from the Perfumer. The Axe Boy able to get the double hit there. Now he has presence, able to use that that speed boost there. He's going to transition after the Perfumer. So we can go ahead and throw down this power. We see the Axe Boy break it. Looking at the Axe Boy's build, he is using... Oh, able to get the hit with the Fireball. He is using... confined space and trump card, so no detention, but an excellent job. Getting down the Perfumer is not easy, especially against this Perfumer. We saw, you know, it played very well in the first game, and he actually with a quick down there, and this is going to make the difference in the game. We're going to see him use this this speed boost here to transition over towards the Enchantress's Cypher. Going to drop a Peeper just to slow down the decode in progress, and drop a tree as well. And I think he's... Oh, good Fireball from the Axe Boy, landing that hit through the, you know, through the wall. No vision besides the Peeper. You see how strong Peepers are with that Axe Boy. You know, you can land those hits very easily once you have that vision through the wall there with the Peeper. And, you know, expect the Great Peeper to come in for the rescue here. And that is what we're going to see. And Bomber is actually getting chased as well. This Axe Boy is off to a very good start. There are no Cypher Machines decoded. This Perfumer is dead if he's able to stuff this rescue. It looks like he's going to go for a Fireball, trying to surface this Gravekeeper. And he's going to do so. And so far, it's a hit on the Gravekeeper. So far, Prey hasn't missed a Fireball. I mean, these Fireballs have been absolutely perfectly on point. And that is absolutely, you know, incredible. It's hard to do, but, you know, use him to an advantage. He's going to go ahead and take this chance to double hit the Rescuer and then continue after this Perfumer. You're going to see the purple Fireball circle her as well now that she's left the corrupt area. So Prey knows the location of this Perfumer, and is going to go ahead and continue after her here. Trying to set up another Fireball play. He's going to use that purple Fireball. Hits it again. Has not missed a Fireball yet. This is incredible gameplay. And you see the power of this Axe Boy when used properly. Perfumer is now dead on the rocket ship. There are still 5 Cypher Machines remaining at this point. The Embalmer about to finish one, but Gravekeeper is down. He was double hit. Enchantress going in for the heal. There's going to be one Cypher Machine finished by this at this time. I think the Gravekeeper is going to get on the chair. This is set up very well for the Axe Boy to get a 4-person elimination. Looks like he's going to go ahead and tunnel down this Enchantress, though. Able to dodge that Fireball, but it can get the hit with that speed boost. This does allow her to have an extra stack, though. And she's going to be able to you know, possibly use that to her advantage here. But it looks like he's going to drop a Peeper, maybe waiting for that Fireball to circle back around again. And that is the case. Lands the Fireball again. He has been almost perfect with these Fireballs. It is so hard to dodge when you have this good aim with them. He's going to put the Enchantress on the rocket chair. There are still 4 Cypher Machines remaining. Something you can mind, there is a coffin, though. And you have to locate this coffin. And it looks like the Axe Boy maybe trying to go find it here. No, it looks like he's just going to transition away. Maybe not trying to go for it. Looks like the Enchantress has... He's going to get the hit on the Embalmer. Enchantress has spawned with that coffin. He's just going to transition to a new target here. He's acknowledging there are still 4 Cypher Machines remaining. They're not finishing these anytime soon. I can afford to select a new target here. The Enchantress can leave. Everyone else is one shot. No one can go for a rescue anyway, so they still need to heal. Hits the Fireball yet again. Prey has been absolutely on top of these Fireballs. Gets another down. No one can save at this point. I mean, you expect them to get healed, but Enchantress was able to pop her Cypher Machine. She does have 5 stacks, though, so we may see you go in for a Flare Gun save. Or a Flare Gun stack, which is a 3-stack. That's what we call it. We'll see if she uses it. Oh, he trump cards into Excitement. Gets the down on the Enchantress. What a play from the Axe Boy. He saw that coming. He knew no one could save. And he's like, I might as well just switch into this trump card. Get the down on the Enchantress. And an excellent play. That, you realize how fast it is to, you know, you saw how fast he switched into that Excitement. Excellent job from Prey. There's one survivor up, and there are 2 Cypher Machines still to go. This is incredible. Let's see if he can find the Axe Boy. Finds the digging there, though. And I think he's going to be able to get the down. Going for that Fireball. Let's see if he can surface them here, but it's going to be very hard. He's going to Fireball. Good job from the Gravekeeper. Able to dodge it. He's going to just surface the Gravekeeper, and it looks like going in for the rescue. Let's see if he can possibly get one of these survivors down. Enchantress does have that stack available. He's just going to get the down. Enchantress is slowed down significantly, though, from leaving that corrupt area. And we're going to see her maybe try to go for a save. I don't think he's going to make it, though, unfortunately. He does have that purple Fireball available. He's going to use it, gets it down on the Enchantress. and expect him to share these 2 survivors. That is the 4-person elimination. Excellent gameplay from Prey. I mean, that was absolutely picture perfect from him. That is exactly how you should be playing Axe Boy. Did not miss any fireballs except for the one to get that speed boost. An incredible gameplay. I mean, great job to the survivors, but Prey playing that absolutely perfectly, and able to secure 4-person elimination with still 2 Cypher machines up at that point. And that will be 5 points to the Prosters here. That's going to put them on top 8-5 at this time. That was incredible, guys. I mean, I've never seen that. That's some of the best Axe Boy plays I've ever seen. I mean, I don't think he missed 1 fireball and still got the speed boost and got the hit, so it didn't matter. Alright, I believe, guys, this round is only 2 rounds, so it is currently, I'm doing my math right, 8-5 in favor. So the survivors need to get a 4-person escape to secure the win. The hunter only needs to get 1 kill to advance, I believe. Or no, wait. Sorry, wait, no, they're up. Hold on. The hunter needs to get a 4 kill. That's what it is. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's right. Hunter needs a 4-person elimination, I believe, to advance here, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. Eli's gonna be a hunter? No, I don't think so. Alright, just waiting on these survivors and hunter. Waiting on these players. So again, the hunter does need a 4-person elimination. Even a 3-person elimination would only give them 3 points and 1 to the other team. It would give them the Prosters a 9-8 win. So this hunter does need to secure a 4-person elimination. It is hot, guys. It's like 100 degrees now. Wow, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to use the bathroom. I drink so much water. I'll do it after this round. Alright, here we go. Again, there is a 1 hunter ban and 2 survivor ban. Looks like they're opting to ban the Soul Weaver, interestingly enough. Soul Weaver, a very strong hunter for this map. Red Church has a lot of narrow areas for the Soul Weaver to use those spider webs to gain that speed boost. And we really see, you see a lot of top spider players, winning more often than not on Red Church in comparison to other maps. So we're going to see that Soul Weaver ban, and most likely going to see the Violinist yet again from the hunter. So. It looks like from the survivors, maybe an Acrobat as well. That's interesting. Acrobat, not too strong of a survivor on Red Church, but a good kiter in general. Can't waste a lot of the hunter's times if you use those. If you use those balls properly, it can come in handy very well. Looks like we're going to see maybe First Officer and Gravekeeper as the potential rescuers, as Mercenary was banned, and it looks like Shadow Fox opting for that, mechanic as well for that, decoding speed. I expect the Violinist from Mocha yet again. We did see him using in that last round very well, so we should see that come into play. That, something to keep in mind is Violinist was being used on Moonlit River Park in that last round. Moonlit River Park is not a very favorable map for Violinist. Most likely it's actually his weakest map. And that Violinist is very slow. He can get rotated very well on Moonlit River Park. You can loop Carousel if you're a Seer against the Violinist. It is very hard to deal with that. But on a smaller map like Red Church with a lot of narrow areas for him, to use those strings, unlocked his potential, it's going to be very difficult on the survivors. And we're going to see that come into play most likely here, and it is that violinist, like we were talking about. Can't see actually the same anymore. Anyways, guys, I hope you're all enjoying the stream. I am trying my best to make this as entertaining as possible for you guys. I apologize for the technical difficulties earlier, but I am, again, trying my best to make this enjoyable for everybody. So hopefully, turn the music down a bit. Okay, I'll turn it down. I'll do it under the settings once this starts. The game starts. Again, it looks like the character selections are locked in at this point. We are going to see that acrobat, mechanic, first officer, and grave keeper. Again, guys, the Hunter does need a 4-person elimination to move their team on to the finals, and the survivors just need a 1-person escape, I believe, if I'm doing this properly, if I know what's going on, which I probably don't, but if I do know what's going on, that should be the case here. I'll turn the music down, give me 1 second. We're going to use the power of settings. Hopefully that's more effective, hopefully that works well for you guys. Checking out the violinist build again with that trump card detention. Let me know if it's too quiet, but let me know what you guys think. We do see that wall broken over here. We're seeing what the violinist is opting to do. We're going to see the acrobat hiding, doing a very good job of hiding over in this wedding area, and I think this is going to allow the violinist just to leave. He doesn't want to waste too much time looking for this acrobat. He acknowledges this and is going to transition away to a new cipher machine. Does lock onto the... Oh, finds the mechanic, though. Finding that decoding character early. This is very difficult for the survivors. We're going to see her most likely go to this window, just vault this. We'll see if she has broken windows, although I don't believe so. Tries to go for that string early, and unfortunately unable to land it there. We're going to see mechanic transition over towards this wedding area. We're going to see if we can land the hit here. Running through that pallet, and trying to... It's kind of a mind game at this point. Mechanic doing a very good job of not throwing this pallet down too early. We're going to see him use that string. We'll see if he can actually land it here. Good job again from the mechanic, able to dodge it. Does land that hit though there on the mechanic. If you can get this mechanic down quick enough, you'll be in a very good position. Again, mechanic, not very good fighter, and once she's dead on that rocket chair, it's very hard for the survivors to win. You can't promote that cipher rush to the best of your ability once that decoding character is gone. Going for that string there, he's going to force her into this corner, and he should be able to just get the down right here. Good job dodging that first hit though, and we will see her finally go down though. A pretty decent kite from the mechanic, but again, this is very favorable for the violinist, able to get that decoding character down and on the rocket chair this early in the game. Looking around the cipher machine decoding progress, it looks like first officer going in for the rescue. The gravekeeper going to continue decoding, and the acrobat working on a cipher as well. We're going to see him use that those notes to try to push the acrobat off of this cipher machine, and slow down that decoding. Looks like we are going to see the first officer come in for the save here, opting not to use a pocket watch for the rescue. This is going to ensure the first hit on that first officer. And we're going to see if he goes for a body block. But no, it looks like... no, you definitely don't want to body block. That makes it so... it puts you in a position where double hitting the rescuer makes it one less person decoding. So we're going to see him just kind of transition away. And we're going to see if we can land the string on the acrobat for an extra free hit if possible. Mechanic is down. Is not down the rocket chair. Oh, excellent play from the violinist, landing that hit on the acrobat. Acrobat going for a very risky decode there, as it is right near the survivor. And unfortunately, taking that hit, very good job from the violinist landing that string. This is being the mechanic's second time on the rocket chair. They really want to finish that wedding cipher, as it is partially done at this point. But it looks like they're just going to go ahead and decode The Church Cipher and Acrobat's probably going in to finish the other one, but they still need a whole nother Cipher machine. So the Violinist is in a pretty decent position, goes for that string. He's just kind of giving up the camp at this point. I think he really wants to, and we're going to see the rescue from the Gravekeeper. Oh, but it looks like the Mechanic possibly AFK here. That could be unfortunate. We're going to see the Violinist get that down on the first officer. So this could be an issue. The Mechanic's still AFK. I don't think the Mechanic is active at this point. She is still just standing there. That is a little bit unfortunate. We're going to see him use that string there. Good job dodging that. And we're going to see the hit on the Violinist. See, the Mechanic is back. She is now back in the game, I believe. So that is good for the survivors. We'll see what the Violinist can do in this endgame. They still need one more Cipher machine, and something to keep in mind is everybody is injured, so there is no real rescuer at this point. We're going to see him use that string. Able to dodge it. Good job there from the first officer. He still has one more pocket watch available, so expect him to probably use it here. You really don't want to allow this down. You want to kite as long as possible until the last Cipher machine does become primed, and it is about 90% of the way done. So I think he's probably going to save his pocket watch for the endgame kite at this time. Looks like we're going to see the down, and the Cipher machine is indeed popped. We're going to see the first officer transition as far away as he can here. Again, the survivors just need one person to escape at this point. We're going to see that pocket watch get used. We'll see if he can... Oh, he gets the hit in the pocket watch with the string. Excellent job from the Violinist. That is not easy to do. I'm surprised the first officer unable to dodge that there, but a great job from the Violinist, able to land that hit. He does have teleport available to him as well, but you do have tinnitus, so you have to be careful. You can't really kind of give up here and leave this chair, and it looks like that is going to allow for the rescue here, unfortunately. But again, this first officer is still one shot. We'll see if he can land the string. Doesn't able to get it using that secondary effect. Again, great job from the first officer, able to dodge this. At this point, I believe he will probably just tunnel this first officer, trying to secure the one kill at, right now. For Gravekeeper already at the exit gate, Acrobat going in for the escape as well, and the first officer kind of running around this area. I think the Violinist may have actually lost him though, but we are going to see here momentarily. Violinist looking around. I believe the first officer may be looking for the dungeon. It is not in that top broken area. So now he's going to get crows as well. So let's see if the Violinist can catch up to him before he's able to reach that exit gate. I don't think he will be able to, but it is definitely possible. He actually hit that note as well. We're going to see, though, if he can land this string right before he's able to reach the exit gate. And it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. That will be the 4-person escape and 5 points for the Prosters. I believe this should advance them to the finals as well, if I'm not mistaken. But excellent gameplay. Great try from the Violinist there. Really, tried to do their best. Hit some very, very incredible strings, especially that one on the Acrobat was nice as well. And a great job finding that decoding character in the early game. Unfortunately, the Cipher Rush from a Mechanic is just so powerful, and it's so hard to deal with as a hunter. You really saw that come into play there, and that did make the difference in this game. Anyways, I believe that should now be... Yeah, those are very good strings. It is not easy to hit those, I can tell you. We might be playing one more round. I'm not entirely sure, though. We're going to see. Getting that hit on the first officer while in pocket watch, that was a very incredible play. Again, that is not easy to do, so that really did make the difference. Anyways, guys, I'm going to quickly use the restroom. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Okay, here we go. No, you did wonderful. Great job, Betty. Great job. Hitting him in pocket watch, too, with that string. That was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. Alright, looks like we are going to play... Who is Eddie? Eddie is Mocha, who was the violinist in the last round. He's also Eddie Mayo. Alright, looks like we are going to have 2 Hunter bands and 3 Survivor bands. This is the 3rd round of the set. Guys, if the audio is not as good as it was, let me know. Let me know if the audio is working well. I don't want it louder than my voice, hopefully. Because I know you guys love hearing my wonderful voice, you know. No, I'm just kidding. My voice sucks, but it's okay. Alright, this is Lakeside Village, so Wu Chang ban here. Wu Chang, a very strong hunter on Lakeside Village. You see the survivors immediately banning that Axe Boy. They're like, I'm not trying to deal with that Axe Boy. Prey played that Axe Boy to perfection in the last round, so they really don't want to deal with that. Also banning that Ripper, I think they've acknowledged the fact that Prey is a top Ripper player and doesn't want to have to deal with playing against Ripper as well. So we're going to see Axe Boy and Ripper being the bans. So, you know, you should expect Prey most likely to go for that Wu Chang here. And from, you know, the ban on his side, I would most likely expect to see Priestess, Seer, and Mercenary. And, oh no, actually opting to ban the Mechanic. So, really wants to prevent that Cypher Rush, and this makes me think he is going with that Wu Chang. Wu Chang is particularly strong against Seer. Once Wu Chang gets that presence built up, he becomes, you know, a very, very strong hunter. You know, you can get that 3rd hit very easily. So we're going to see, though, here what the survivors opt to go for. Looks like Prey eyeing up that Violinist. We might see that from him as well. We haven't seen him play it yet, but we could see the Violinist come into play. I'm excited if that is the case. What are the points right now? It is currently 13-5 in favor of the Prosters. So these survivors will need a 4-person escape as well as a 4-person elimination to advance. So we're currently 13-5 in favor of Prosters. From the survivors, it looks like maybe Thief or Gardener, some default characters, possibly. This could be interesting. Again, waiting on these survivor selections. It looks like Doctor as one of them here. Prisoner as another, First Officer probably being that rescue option. And still waiting on one more, but hovering over that Gardener. This could be interesting. We're going to see. Looks like Gardener, maybe? Not quite sure what's going on, but it looks like interesting. Okay, it's going to be Doctor, Thief, Gardener, and Prisoner. Up against a Violinist here. I think the survivors have acknowledged there's no real way for them to advance to the finals at this point, besides a 4-person escape and a 4-person elimination, and the likelihood of that happening is extremely low. So they're going to go ahead and have some fun, play those default characters, playing that doctor, playing that that thief, and that gardener here. So I'm really excited to see if that could come into play. You know, if they're able to kite well. Thief is technically good against Violinist. You know, Violinist with a small hitbox, that flashlight could be effective against him. We'll see. And again, waiting on the character selection from Prey, most likely going to be that Violinist. And it looks like... Oh, no. Maybe not. I think they're restarting the character selections. Maybe they were just messing around and accidentally readied up. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like we're going to wait and find out here momentarily. No, it looks like they are going for these characters. I'm a little confused myself, but confusion's always a little fun, so we'll see. Anyways, guys, make sure you're all staying hydrated. It is a hot day, at least for me. But make sure everyone's staying hydrated. Make sure you guys are eating food, staying healthy. I haven't eaten for a while, so I should probably eat something, but you know what? We'll do it later. It's fine. We'll do it after the finals. Looks like the character selections are, and it will be that Gardener, Thief, Doctor, Prisoner versus Prey's Violinist. Why are there no Explorers? I wish, right? I mean, hey, Explorer's not bad. Hype for those peepers, you know? Violinist can't get you. People use Gardener for rank/tournament. I personally, no, usually they do not. But at this point, the survivors are in a position where they can't really win. It would be very difficult for them to win to advance to the final, so I think they're just going and having some fun at this point. But no, Gardener is typically not used in any sort of competitive or ranked gameplay. Immediately locating this thief. Oh, excellent string. Getting the hit right away on the thief. Expect to see the flashlight being used here. No flashlight, okay. And the thief going down pretty quickly there, without any flashlight coming into play, unfortunately. An excellent string there from the Violinist, and he is going to be placed on that rocket share. Change person of the lawyer, exactly. We're going to see the Violinist getting that basement as well. Actually, the trait is Blink. There is no peepers here from the Hunter, so that's a little bit interesting. You don't see that every day with a Violinist, but looking at his build as well, it's going to be a trump card in detention build. Using those notes here, it's going to put the stacks on the Prisoner. It's going to force him to remove them before he can keep decoding, slowing down that decoding progress, trying to prevent that Cypher Rush from being too effective. Looking at the Gardener's going to go ahead and decode, Doctor decoding as well, and so is the Prisoner. So I would expect no one to go in for the save. I think the survivors have acknowledged, it's basement against a Violinist, a Hunter with very good camp, and he went down very quickly, so there's no point in actually going in for that rescue. So I think the survivors at this point are just trying to secure a potential tie. But again, this thief is now dead. There are no Cypher Machines decoded. Now one is just finished. But good job from that Prisoner, dodging that first string, goes for the shock, and get the pallet down as well without the hit coming into play. Keep in mind this Violinist still has Blink available, so expect that to come, be useful for him here. He's going to get that first hit on the Prisoner, and we should expect to see that Blink possibly being used here. Most likely to go ahead and... Oh, everybody's here. Okay, I think at this point the survivors have acknowledged there's not much point in doing anything anymore. This game's pretty much over. They're all just going to come in here, have a little bit of fun now. Again, the Hunter has already secured, with that one kill, has already secured them. Sells the championship, or the, going to the finals. Looks like Gardener's going to go ahead and break this chair as well. Again, these players just having some fun. Again, something to keep in mind. The survivors would need a 4-person escape to move on to the finals. It is no longer possible at this time, so it looks like we're just going to see them have some fun for the rest of this game. Again, guys, keep in mind, this is, after this game, the finals of this tournament will be coming up. He's going to use the string, going to get, oh, Gardner, okay, just a couple. Hopefully this will be wrapping up momentarily, and we will have the finals after this. It is going to be, is confirmed, the boosted boxes versus the Prosters. So we will have that momentarily after this game wraps up. They do main doctor though. Yes, they did give up. They did give up. They're just messing around now at this point. He's going to use that blink there to get the down, and I think we will most likely just be wrapping this up in a second. Again, guys, these players are just having some fun in the finals, which I know you guys are all excited about. Will be up right after this. So it is, again, impossible for the survivors to win at this point. So they have essentially given it up. And that will do it. This will be the win for the Prosters. It's going to be Prosters versus the boosted boxes in the finals right after this game concludes, guys. So stay tuned for that. And we're just waiting again for this chair to happen. And I don't know what they're doing now. Yeah. Anyways, there we go. Okay, that will wrap it up for this round. That is going to secure the win for the Prosters. It's going to be them against the boosted boxes in the finals, coming up right now. And yeah, stay tuned for that, guys. I'm going to keep drinking some water because I am thirsty. I do be drinking a lot of water. Yeah, it is super hot. It's like 90 degrees where I am right now. And I don't have a fan in my room because my parents stole it. So, it's a little unfortunate. But, you know. So I gotta drink water to stay hydrated. You know how it is. Yeah. I am interested to see who the boosted boxes opt to use for their hunter. It looks like it is going to be LBM Roland is going to be the hunter for them in the finals. If you guys don't know, LBM Roland is one of the hunters for the Lamborghini Motorcade team. He did compete. They did compete in the North American European Summer Tournament and placed second. But he did play some incredible games. He used non-meta hunters to take down some top teams. That being Riot, that being B4U. It's not something you see every day, using non-meta hunters to get those wins, but he did use that to his advantage and were able to get those wins. So I am pretty excited to see what hunters he opts to use in this tournament, in this part of the tournament, in the finals. Remove the sun while we're at it. Oh yeah, that would actually be really nice, because right now I am pretty damn hot. It was weird though. Like yesterday, it was super hot. It was like 100 degrees yesterday, and then I woke up this morning and it's like raining thunderstorms, and I'm like, what the hell? And then like now it's 100 degrees again, and it's super hot and sunny. I'm just like, what? It's like I live in Florida or something, but I don't. I live in California, so how does that make any sense? But anyways, that's just how it is, I guess. But anyways, guys, I am very excited for this. This is the finals of the Identity V Studio Discord tournament. Boosted boxes versus Prosters, which I've said like 3 times, so I'm going to say it again in case people weren't listening. But, you know, anyways. Yeah. Here we go. We're just waiting for these players to join up here. Okay. All right. You're just enjoying your retired life. I wish. I'm starting college in 2 weeks, I think my college starts. And I have online classes because they canceled all the, they canceled in-person classes. They canceled, I can't even go on campus right now. Factoring the holidays. All right, here we go. This is going to be an Arms Factory. There is going to be 1 survivor band for the Hunter. This is going to be Roland hunting for the boosted boxes up against the Prosters here. And we are getting started. This is the finals, guys. This is exciting. What is my major? I am majoring in astrophysics. So that is a combination of astronomy and physical sciences. I've always been, math has always been my strong subject, so. They're not be paying full tuition since it's online. Well, unfortunately, we kind of are. I'm not happy about that. Neither are my parents, because they're paying for part of it, but, unfortunately, I was thinking about taking a gap year, and they're like, if you want to pay full tuition, just take a gap year. And I'm like, yeah, but then I'm going to get behind. I don't really want to do that. I want to graduate, as young as possible. So, never heard of it. Yeah, it's like physics, combined with astronomy. So if you ever seen like an astronomy major and then a physics major, it's basically using mathematics and physical sciences to study, the universe, like the stars and the planets and all that. Anyways, enough about me. We're gonna focus on the tournament. We're gonna see the Sear band from Roland here on Arms Factory. Yeah, it's too bad about the payment, but there's not much we can really do. Other than take a gap year, I'm not really trying to do that. So. All right, expect the same or a similar team composition. It looks like we're gonna see that Gravekeeper first officer ? Lawyer. Interesting. Keep in mind there was no mercenary band, so we may see mercenary being used. But we will see. Looks like maybe Ripper. Again, Roland, one of those hunters, has quite a wide variety of hunters, he could play. Is known for being a non-meta hunter for the most part. But does also play that Bonbon, which has been a meta hunter as of recently, so we could expect that from him as well. But we're going to find out momentarily, what he opts to go for. Looks like we are going to see that Gravekeeper first officer, Enchantress and Mechanic, like we saw in that last round. And, again, interested to see the character selection from Roland, banning that Sear right away. Not wanting to have to deal with that extra hit. Something surprising is the survivors are opting to not use a Mercenary. Mercenary was not banned, it was a Sear. So, the surprise that they're going for a first officer and Gravekeeper over, Mercenary as one of them. But we're going to see, we're going to see how that impacts the game, really. Mercenary, a very good rescuer, and without that option, it's going to be very difficult. but people can use Violinist less. Violinist is a very strong hunter, so as expected. But we'll see what Roland actually opts to go for here. Yeah, he's still very strong hunter in general. Wu Chang will definitely be used a lot more. Wu Chang is a top hunter. Feaster is mid A tier, maybe low A tier. He does struggle with chase sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to catch survivors if you're playing Feaster. That is the biggest issue with him. That's why you see some Feasters running blank. But he also struggles with Cypher control. But yeah, Feaster will be seeing a lot more play as well. But yeah, expect Wu Chang. Expect maybe Bloody Queen to get a little bit more play again. You know, she is a kind of a tying character because she gets Cypher Rush. This is a very cool skin here from Roland. Using this Ripper here, we are going to see the build. He's using that Trump card and Detention, which is expected. Does have Wanted Order as well. We're going to see him transition over towards this middle area, immediately locating the Enchantress, and expect him to try to hit this Foggy Blade for the first hit here. And that is the case. Does get the attack, I believe. Yep, was able to get that attack registered. Oh, but uses that stun, unfortunately. That's going to cancel the attack recovery. And that's going to be a very unfortunate, a little bit of a misstep there from the Enchantress. This is going to allow the Ripper to transition after the Enchantress without much in-between time, and he's going to be able to get the down, just walking straight through that pallet there. And that's going to be a quick down for the Hunter here, and it's going to put the survivors in a bit of an unfortunate position. They do have a mechanic though, so you do have that increased decoding speed, but it looks like the Ripper is going to share the Enchantress on a rocket share near the mechanic, so he's going to be able to target down this mechanic and protect this Cypher Machine at the same time. Can I go ahead and drop a Peeper here near this mechanic? He's just going to straight up tunnel, and I believe he's going to get that Foggy Blade. Gets the hit with the attack recovery, so there's no double hit option, and we're going to see the first officer going in for that rescue. Good move from the first officer, taking that first hit and going in for the save. You don't want to risk any sort of terror shock or anything. And it looks like the Ripper, he's able to pick out the Enchantress though here. Almost went for the first officer, but excellent Foggy Blade getting that second hit, getting that down on the Enchantress. And she will be on the rocket chair for the second time. Still no Cypher Machines decoded at this time. First officer not on one just yet. Mechanic stall isn't even on one. Gravekeeper about to wrap up one, but he has to transition for the rescue pretty soon. However, it is near his Cypher Machine, so that isn't the end of the world here. Roland gonna go ahead and drop a Peeper here, right near the Cypher Machine. Goes for that Foggy Blade, gets that Foggy Blade hit with no attack recovery yet again, and is gonna go ahead and misses the hit there. Misses the hit yet again. Gravekeeper, very good movements, is able to finally land the hit on the Gravekeeper, but this is going to buy a little bit of extra time of decoding. We're seeing the Gravekeeper opt to body block, which is very interesting. Considering the survivors have no chance at a tie, allowing a double hit this early in the game seems risky, but it looks like it may pay off. Nope, he's just going to go ahead and Foggy Blade the Enchantress here, going to get her down on the rocket ship for the second time. There are still no Cypher Machines that have been decoded at this point. The Hunter already in a very good position. That Factory Cypher about 95% of the way done, so it will be wrapped up momentarily. And it looks like this Sandbag Cypher is getting done as well, but it looks like First Officer potentially... Nope, he's back. It looks like he might have been AFK for a second there, but is back in the game. And one survivor already down with 5 Cypher Machines remaining. This is going to be very hard for the survivors to combat this. I just don't see how this is much of a possibility for them. Gravekeeper going to go ahead and dig. Again, getting the no attack recovery and the second hit. Excellent gameplay from Roland here, not allowing them any leeway, any room to try to move around this unfortunate start. And I just don't see how the survivors can come back in this game. This is already looking like a potential 4-person elimination for him. So... How many more games? It is going to be, I believe, 3. It is 3 games for the finals. I believe is what we have. Let's see the first officer go ahead and use that pocket watch here. We'll see if Roland can time this. Try to get this Foggy Blade. Hits the Foggy Blade in the pocket watch. Oh, gets him to hit the chair though. Excellent save from the first officer, baiting that hit on the rocket chair and getting him to hit that rocket chair instead of actually hitting the first officer. We're going to go ahead and get that pallet down in time. Force the Hunter to go around and break it. This is a good play. But a great save from the first officer. Roland doing a great job getting that hit in the pocket watch. but you know, able to avoid that second hit from the first officer. Very good play. He's gonna go ahead and use that Foggy Blade to get that second down. Checking on the decoding progress, looks like the mechanic stall is often go to a new one at this point. They're going to go ahead and heal the first officer. Don't expect them to even go in for a save at this point. I mean, the survivors in this position, what do you even do? I mean, you try to secure, you know, one person escape, but Roland, I think, is acknowledging they're probably going to heal, and he's most likely not going to camp this chair. But we're going to see, though. We go ahead and drop this peeper, sees the mechanic stall is there with that peeper, and is going to go ahead and Foggy Blade it down. Just to remove that option. And again, the survivors are just trying to secure one person escape at this point. You don't want to allow a 4-person elimination, but there are 3 Cypher machines remaining, 2 people already dead. I just don't see it being a possibility at this point. So it's going to be very difficult. Can go ahead and drop a peeper near the Cypher machine. Has tinnitus, so he's trying to locate the survivor that's in the vicinity, but a good job from the first officer hiding away there, I believe. Yeah, hiding in the basement. That actually worked very well from him there. And I think he's going to be able to transition. Oh, okay. He's going to transition away here, but a great job from the first officer avoiding that. Going to use that pocket watch here. So we'll see what the Ripper can do, though. It's going to be very hard to hit him in this, you know, while in this pocket watch form. But we're going to see, though. Goes for that Foggy Blade. Excellent job from the first officer dodging that hit. Goes for a second hit. Great job. This first officer playing very well. Doing, you know, as much, you know, erratic movements as possible. You want to, you know, prevent the Ripper from... Excellent job from the first officer. Tight kiting to the best of his ability here. This is great gameplay from him here. Expect him to try to go for a pallet stun as well. You want to double back at that pallet stun. It looks like... Oh, dodges the Foggy Blade yet again. This first officer wasting a lot of the Ripper's time. This is excellent gameplay from him. No more pocket watches, but you're kiting a full presence Ripper to almost perfection here. Roland is aware that he has plenty of time to work with. There's now only 2 Cypher machines still remaining. Goes for another charge attack here. Unable to land that as well. This first officer playing superbly. Gets the pallet stun as well. The Foggy Blade will still register, though, and that is one of the upsides to using that Ripper. Is the Foggy Blade still registers when... you know, when you get that pallet stun if you are in the middle of your attack animation. But he's just going to go ahead and leave. This is incredible. The first officer kited so well. The Ripper's just going to go ahead and give up on him and transition over towards the mechanic here. Does land that Foggy Blade. And just going to probably tunnel the mechanic at this point. You know, doesn't really want to waste a lot of time on that first officer. But excellent gameplay from the first officer. Kiting a full presence Ripper very well. We're going to see... you know, if he can get down this mechanic, he's going to be able to do that. It's very hard to kite a Ripper while invisible. Great job from Roland acknowledging that wasting time on this first officer isn't really my priority right now. I'm really trying to secure this 4-person elimination, and he's going to transition after the mechanic for that specific purpose, you know, instead of going after the first officer, who was wasting a lot of time. And I believe he's going to be able to find the first officer. This should secure the 4-person elimination right here once he gets this down. Wow, he dodged the hit and vaulted the window. This is incredible. I'm surprised that the first officer playing perfectly does get the Foggy Blade down finally on this first officer, but incredible kiting job from the first officer, wasting a lot of the Hunter's time here. You know, it may not make the difference. The Hunter's still going to secure a 4-person elimination, but that was an excellent kite from him. You know, it's just so hard to kite a Ripper with that much presence, and, you know, he really showed off his skills right there. The mechanic will get up here, but she's going to go down to that Foggy Blade, and this will secure the 4-person elimination for Roland and for the boosted boxes. This is going to put the boosted boxes up 5-0. An excellent hunting job there. This is going to be it's going to put a lot of work for Prey. He's got to, you know, you got to step it up, got to secure that 4-person elimination for your team as well to tie up the series. But a great job from the Ripper there. But again, I want to look at that containment time. You know, from the first officer, 128 seconds against a full presence Ripper. That is not easy. But again, great job from Roland getting those quick down. Getting that quick down in the early game really did make the difference in this one. Alright, so this will be Arms Factory yet again. I believe the next map will be Ever Sleeping Town, which I know you guys were excited about. If I'm not mistaken, we will be having Ever Sleeping Town as the second map in this finals, but we're going to see here. I'm going to drink some more water. Alright, so Prey hunting yet again. So I'm played very well in that first game, or in that last round, so I'm really excited to see what I have to go for. Oh, immediately banning Mechanic. We did see, I believe it was Crockpot, played Mechanic very, very well yesterday. Was able to kite multiple hunters for long periods of time as a Mechanic, which is not easy. I think Prey's acknowledging this, doesn't want to have to deal with that as an option, so he's going to go ahead and ban the Mechanic. Just removing that option from Crockpot, doesn't want to have to deal with that Cypher Rush. And it's most likely playing a hunter that can potentially get Cypher Rushed. But we're going to find out exactly what he opts to go for here. Immediately seeing that Mercenary and Seer, that is most likely a pretty obvious selection. Mercenary being the best rescuer in the game, Seer being the best supporter in the game. Using that Owl to make that opening kiter have to take an extra hit before going down. And Mercenary can take up to 2 hits when being rescued. Also, that Forward as well. Forward, you know, a good secondary rescuer can waste a lot of the hunter's time as well when you're trying to prime that last Cypher. And we also see Prospector as the final choice as well. So it looks like from Prey, though, it's going to be that Axeboy again. Played Axeboy very, very well in that last round. It's a very good team. And was able to get the 4-person elimination with still 2 Cypher machines remaining. So very perfect aim with those fireballs as well. We saw that come into play multiple times. And we're going to see him use Axeboy most likely yet again here. Banning the Mechanic again. Axeboy, a very good camping hunter. Good chase in the early game as well, which isn't not a lot of hunters can say that. So using that Axeboy, trying to prevent that Cypher Rush by banning that Mechanic. And I'm excited to see how Prey's able to go up against a team such as this. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. Alright, the character selections for the survivors are in. It is Prospector, Forward, Mercenary, and that Seer, as we expected. And I really want to see Prey go with that Axeboy again. We saw him, oh no, looks like a possible switch to Violinist. But we did see Prey using Axeboy very well in the last round on Red Church. So, opting, we'll see what he goes for though. Switching between that Violinist and Axeboy. I'm excited to see what he goes for though. Yet again, very good Axeboy plays from him last round, so we'll see what he goes for. Again, just waiting on these character selections. Let's get some hype up, guys. This is the finals of the Identified Studio Discord tournament. Boosted Boxes versus Prosters. 5-0. Boosted Boxes are currently leading after an excellent performance from Roland. So we're going to see how Prey can combat this here. I need to get food. I haven't eaten something in a long time. Got water, but that's not enough. And here we are, moving into the match. And it looks like, yeah, Prey going for that Axeboy yet again. You saw him use it so well in the last round against a very good surviving team, hitting those fireballs consistently. I mean, he missed one fireball in like maybe 7 or 8 opportunities. So we're going to see exactly what he can do here. Transition over towards this deep sandbags area, but opts to go away here. I think he ran into the forward here. He sees it's the forward. I don't think he's going to waste a lot of time. Trying to go for that fireball. Forward's going to go ahead and dash away here. And he's going to go ahead and drop a peeper. Goes for that fireball. Good job, good job from the forward, but able to dodge it. And again, tunneling a forward isn't especially ideal, but I'm most likely going to see him transition away to something else here. Looking at his build yet again, he is running that confined space and trump card build, no detention. So we're going to see what he. Oh, I believe he found the mercenary though. That's not ideal. And yeah, it is just the mercenary here, unfortunately for Prey. Drops a peeper. This is going to locate him where the mercenary is. Good job dodging that fireball. So just going to go ahead and use that for a speed boost to try to transition to a better area. Heading over towards the seer here, I believe. And he's going to go ahead and rotate away. Going down that pallet. And he's going to force the hunter to break it before transitioning after him. And does have that purple fireball available, though. Let's see if he can land it here. Goes for a good job from the seer. Able to dodge it. Gets that speed boost, though, from it. He's going to be able to land the hit on the seer. Getting the first one there. These survivors so far doing a very good job dodging these fireballs. It is not easy. Prey has incredible aim and incredible accuracy with those fireballs. So we are going to see him most likely, try to land another one here. As soon as he leaves that corrupt area, he does get those purple fireballs circling him, and expect him to use it right here. Oh, good job from the seer, able to dodge the fireball yet again. This is incredible gameplay so far. He's going to go ahead and drop a peeper and a peaceful pine as well. And again, you saw Prey playing Axeblade very well in the last round, but these survivors doing such a good job dodging the fireballs. It's not easy to do so, especially against a hunter with this sort of accuracy. So we're going to see what they can do here. Goes for another one. Oh, gets the hit with the fireball. Excellent job from Prey, able to land that there. Gets the down on the seer. The survivors doing a great job rotating the hunter, and there is one cypher machine already down. But something to keep in mind is, they were rotating. So while they rotate, there's one less person decoding every time you go for a rotation with one of those survivors. So, and most likely you can see the mercenary coming for the rescue. And Prey should know where the mercenary is coming from. He figured out where he was. He was over near that front gate area early on. So expect him to find the mercenary early, and that's exactly the case here. Goes for that fireball. Good job on the mercenary dodging it here. He's going to go ahead and use that speed boost. Maybe try to time a terror shock. Nope, he's able to get the regular hit on the mercenary here. And you see him just going to target the seer here. I think at this point you're trying to secure a tie for your team. Going to use that owl. I think he's probably going to wait for that fireball. Gets the fireball and the second hit on the seer. Excellent gameplay here from Prey. Able to land the fireball. You don't get that speed boost when you're, when you get hit with that, when you're using the owl. You're able to hit that fireball followed with a second hit immediately. This is what makes Axeblade strong against something like the seer, is that you can just do that. You can just fireball the seer when they have the owl and follow up with the second hit immediately because they don't get that speed boost. And that is making a huge difference. Able to quickly get that second hit and get the down there. There is now one cypher machine remaining though, and this is a little bit unfortunate for Prey. We'll see if he's able to stop the rescue though. This fireball could really come into play here. Looking at the last cypher machine decoding progress, it's about 50% of the way done. So we're gonna see. Looks like they're going for a double rescue though. He just wants to secure the rescue. Gets the terror shock on the forward. That's gonna be a huge difference, and gets the immediate down right after that. We'll see the prospector. Cypher machine's only about 70% of the way done. They're not going to be able to heal in time. This is going to put him on the rocket chair. Let's see if he can pick up the forward before the prospector can pop it. He's not going to be able to. He's going to be able to get this forward up, get him on a rocket chair as well. This is a huge shift in the game. That terror shock really, switching the momentum into Prey's favor here. This is going to be able to, this is going to make it so he's probably most likely able to secure the tie and maybe even get a win at this point. Excellent gameplay. Timed that perfectly. That is not easy to do. It looks like he's transitioning after the last cypher. He doesn't want them to allow to pop it. He's gonna... Oh, he trump carded into abnormal. Prey is prepared for the end game. He doesn't want them to allow that, allow them to pop that last cypher, using that abnormal to prevent the cypher machine from staying primed. And he's gonna be able to get a hit on the prospector here as well. The problem here is everybody is injured. Nobody's decoding this last cypher. And Prey's going to continue after this prospector. Let's see if he can dodge this magnet. He's able to do so. Prospector with another one, though. Can use that speed boost to get close. Doesn't able to get that hit though. Can use the speed boost yet again. He should have a fireball available to him within the next 2 seconds. Going to go ahead and drop one of those pines as well, so he has the fireballs for use. And does land the hit there as well. This is incredible Prey with a great comeback here. You can really see his Axe Boy skills coming into effect, using that abnormal, and expect him to go after that last Cypher machine that's being decoded. Forward going in for the rescue. Mercenary only about 50% of the way done, so expect Prey to possibly go for that Cypher to try to prevent it from being decoded, but it looks like no, he's just going to tunnel this forward, try to prevent the save if possible. Mercenary Cypher about 70% of the way done now, so it is that sandbag Cypher as well, so we're going to see if Prey opts to just go for it. Yeah, he knows. Yeah, he knows they're decoding that Cypher. He's not going to allow them to finish it. He's going to transition over here, push the Mercenary off of the Cypher. He has his abnormal back in 15 seconds, so he's just going to, keep them away from this, from decoding this until that abnormal comes back online. Looks like he does have it back now, and I think the prospectors just, realized we have to start a new Cypher machine. He's going to do that. It's only about 5% though. So Prey's going to go ahead and take a branch here, allowing himself to get another tree. I think he's just going to have normal. Yep, he's going to have normal that Cypher machine, put the progress down to about 50%. And he's probably going to go back after the prospector, I would imagine. Since he is decoding that Cypher. Let's see if he can land this fire. Oh, gets the hit, and now he's just going to go ahead and leave. He's going to leave that Mercenary on the ground, and he's probably going to transition after the Prospector. You can see that he's decoding that Cypher. He's going to head over towards that area and try to push him off of the Cypher machine. It's only about 60% of the way done, so he's going to be able to get over there in time. And again, his abnormal will recharge, so if you can keep the survivors off of the Cyphers for long enough, you can keep abnormaling these Cyphers. Let's see if he can land this fireball here. Nope, it doesn't look like it. He does get out of the range of that Restful Pine. He does have that purple fireball available and lands the hit on the Prospector. I'm not sure if the Prospector is dead on the rocket share, though, unfortunately. The forward is going to go try to finish the Cypher, but it's only about 50% of the way done. This endgame from Prey is absolutely incredible. And it looks like the Prospector was rescued before the halfway mark. Prey has set himself up to potentially win this game. This is incredible. The Mercenary's going to get up, probably try to go in for a save, but if you can cut him off and prevent the rescue, you put himself in a great position. He's got 20 seconds left on abnormal, but I think he's acknowledged the forward's going to have the Cypher machine about 90% of the way done now, so I think he's just going to tunnel this Mercenary. Let's see if he can land this fireball. Nope, good job dodging it. And this should get Prey the win at this point. They're just going to go ahead and pop it. I don't think the 4-person elimination will be possible for Prey, as there are 2 people just kind of splitting up. They're trying to get one survivor out, but Prey has set himself up where he can win this game fairly easily now. The forward's going to go ahead and use that football. He's going to use that fireball to get that speed boost, transition after the forward here, and we'll see if he can get the down. Going to go ahead and drop another tree, and it looks like, did he lose the forward? Nope, he is able to relocate the forward. The Mercenary is going to go ahead and most likely get the exit gate open, and he is going to get it open. So the Mercenary is going to be able to escape at this point. But can Prey get the down? Is Dungeon there is the question. Looking around, it is not. The Dungeon is not in that area. So Prey should be able to get the down on the forward. Forward has no more football left. All he needs to do is hit him once. He doesn't have detention. That's something to keep in mind. So he's going to have to land a fireball as well as a second hit. And let's see if he can get it, though. He's got that purple fireball circling. He has run into a corrupt area as well, so that's going to be very hard on the forward. Oh, it does land that fireball. I think this is it. I think Prey's going to be able to get the down. There is no more football left on this forward, I don't believe. So if he can get the hit here, nope, he's going to be able to vault that. Transition away. Can Prey cut him off before he gets to the dungeon? It's going to be very close. Can he make it? Goes for the fireball. There's the speed boost. There's the hit. Hits him away from the dungeon. He's going to prevent the forward from reaching the dungeon. He's going to get him on the rocket share. Secure the win in the 3-person elimination. Excellent gameplay from Prey. The survivors played so well, but Prey able to come back in this one, get the win, get the 3-person kill for his team, and prevent the forward from reaching that dungeon. Excellent job. That is not an easy team to beat, and Prey doing a great job, able to secure that win. You saw that abnormal come in clutch, prevented them from reaching that endgame scenario, or rather that 5 Cypher pop scenario where the exit gates could be open. But an excellent comeback from Prey, securing the win. That's going to make the score 6-3 in favor of the boosted boxes, moving into the second round here. Nope, I am not supposed to be there. I'm going over here. There we go. Hey guys, it is now 6-3. Boosted boxes are up over the Prosters, but we're going to see if the survivors can come back in this. When is the final? This is this is the finals. This is the finals. This is the that was the first round of the finals right there. Survivors played very well early game, but the Hunter played very well in the end game. Next map, oh, it's what you guys wanted. It's Ever Sleeping. Who's ready? I know you guys are excited about that one. Ever Sleeping did get a rework, though. It did get some changes, so it's no longer that broken Survivor map it used to be. It's still very good for Survivors, but not as strong as it used to be. With all the second stories and the trillion pallets and everything. Alright, moving into the second round, it is 6-3 in favor of boosted boxes now. We're going to see that one Hunter ban. It looks like they're probably just going to ban that Bonbon immediately. They know Roland is one of the top Bonbon players on the North American European server, so they don't want to give him that option. And it looks like he's going to just go ahead and ban that Seer and maybe Priestess? It is Ever Sleeping Town. Yeah, it looks like it is going to be Priestess. Priestess is a very strong survivor on Ever Sleeping Town. There are multiple second story buildings for her to portal. There's multiple buildings she can portal through. So, Roland acknowledging, like, I don't want to have to deal with that Priestess, so I'm going to go ahead and just ban her right away here. Looks like from the survivors, it looks like we're going to see Mercenary, First Officer, possibly a Barmaid, and Enchantress as well. Again, keep in mind the Mercenary was not banned, it was Seer and Priestess. So... Alright, Roland hovering over that Clown as an option. Clown, a fairly strong Hunter for this map. If not Priestess as an option. Priestess, one of the hardest counters, probably the hardest counter in the game to climb. But looks like Roland, maybe going for that Gamekeeper. Roland, one of the top Gamekeepers on the server as well. Or maybe Violinist as well. We're going to see momentarily here. Alright guys, apologies for I'm not talking as much as I did yesterday. My voice is kind of lost from... I lost my voice from everything. I'm talking so much, but we're good. I gotta burn through this. We got this. Thank you guys, everybody who's watching and supporting these players and supporting the stream. It goes a long way. Thank you guys so much for all of your support watching right now. I really do appreciate that, and so do these players, and so does the everybody on the Discord as well. All right, it looks like we are going to see that first officer as the rescue option. These survivors opted not to pick a mercenary yet again. They had the mercenary option both in the first round and in the second round here, but neither of them used a mercenary. It looks like Roland is going to go ahead and use that clown. And they really want to... They've been choosing that first officer as the rescue option quite often here, which is interesting. So we're going to see, though, how... I do like to point out the really nice Scarecrow clown skin from Roland. And looking at his build here, looks like he is running Trump Card and Insolence. So no detention, no confined space, but is starting out with Blink as that first trade. He's going to go ahead and pick up some of these propellers here, most likely picking up a Wild Wings and a Infinite. He's going to use them right away here. Oh, the Barmaid unfortunately running right into the Hunter there, taking that first hit. That's going to be very unfortunate. He doesn't have his Blink available to him just yet. She's going to go ahead and use that drink right away here. But it's a little bit of a risk considering she's in a position to go down. Oh, good movements from the Barmaid transitioning over to this area. Let's see if she can get this pallet down. He's going to throw it down. He's got that slow pallet breaking speed. And we're going to see her loop over towards this area. Insolence is not online just yet. We'll see if she can get the heal off. She can. Wow, good job from the Barmaid. Able to get the heal off, buying a lot of time from the Hunter here. Good movement as well, not throwing down that pallet. He's going to go ahead and use that rocket dash there for that second hit. We'll see what she can do here. She's kind of trapped in this area here, unfortunately, vaulting that window. Good blink. Oh, uses the blink, unable to land. Goes for that charge attack, unable to get that as well. Gets the pallet down. Excellent job from the Barmaid. Good movements, avoiding the blink, avoiding that rocket dash as well. Should go down right here, though, unfortunately, for her. But a very good opening kite there. That wasted a lot of the Hunter's time. Roland, a very good Hunter. It's not easy to do that against him. Kite with that ability, and that Hunter, that Survivor, that Barmaid did an excellent job. 2 Cypher machines already finished at this point. First officer, I believe, going in for the rescue. Maybe Perfumer. We're going to find out. And it looks like it is going to be... It looks like it's going to be the Perfumer going in for the save. Going to go ahead and use that Perfume there. He's going to try to time this Terror Shock if possible. Nope, just going to go ahead and get that hit there. Rescues with Tide Turner as well, so he can get the pallet down in time. Oh, he's going to go for the Perfumer, taking the double hit there on the Rescuer. That's exactly what you love to see if you're a Hunter. If you can double hit the Rescuer, put yourself in a really good position, because that's one less person who can decode. And we'll see if this Barmaid can make it to the window in time. It doesn't look like he's going to take that hit there. Both these survivors are going to go down. It's very hard not to get double hit against a clown. But he's going to go for the dash on the Enchantress. Let's see if he can get it. Does get the hit there, unfortunately. A bit of a mess up for the Enchantress. It is hard, though. Against a full presence clown, it's not easy. It really isn't. And the clown's just going to waste time targeting down this Enchantress. This is extra time for the first officer to decode. And use that stun there. Most likely going to see her throw down the pallet. No, he's going to get the hit there and get the down. The first officer, they're just healing. They're not even decoding. So Roland, taking advantage of this, is going to go ahead and put this Barmaid on share for the second time. You really have to see this first officer going for the rescue. You don't have anyone who can rescue right now besides him. So expect him to... No, they're just going to keep healing. I think they may be trying to secure a tie in this position. This is interesting. This is interesting. An excellent opening kite from the Barmaid. But Roland, able to come back here. He might be able to get the tie out of this. I think he's going to. First officer coming in for the rescue here. You do have that pocket watch, though. It is so hard to dodge a clown dash if you're in pocket watch. And Roland might be able to stop the rescue here. And I think this is going to be very... Oh, goes for the blink. Good job dodging that there. Let's see if he doubles back for the pallets. It doesn't look like it. First officer using that second pocket watch. Roland has that dash back online, though. And he's... Oh, unable to get the hit. Good job from the first officer. Dodging that. Roland goes for the charge attack. Gets him to hit the chair. Excellent rescue from the first officer. Using that pocket watch to perfection there. He's going to be able to hit the first officer for the double hit. But a good job. The first officer in a terrible position to actually pull off a successful rescue. Was able to still do it, though. It's not easy to do that, and he did a great job there. That E is going to... Oh, the Enchantress was rescued after the halfway mark, unfortunately, though. And this will put the Survivors in a bit of a tough position. They were in a very good position to tie an excellent opening kite from that barmaid, but unfortunately, the Cypher Rush wasn't as strong as the Survivors might have hoped. And that's going to make it very difficult, you know, for them here. The Enchantress, or the Perfumer, I believe they may have just... Yeah, I think they've just given up at this point. And that will be the 4-person elimination. That's going to put the boosted boxes on top 11-3 here. Great comeback from Roland. I mean, you saw that barmaid with an excellent opening kite. Getting that key off, able to dodge that blink, able to dodge all those extra hits. And was able to kite, you know, 2.5 Cypher machines. That's very hard to do. But especially against a hunter like Roland. But Roland doing a great job coming back in that one and able to secure the win there. Give me a moment, guys. I'm going to use the restroom one more time. Hold on. Got more water. I was supposed to go to the bathroom. I just got water. Whatever. It's fine. I'll go after. We're good. He has not lost any matches in this tournament so far, I don't believe. All right, moving to the next round, guys. It is currently 11-3. It's currently 11-3 in favor of the boosted boxes, but we'll see if the Prosters can come back. Prairie really looking for a 4-person elimination to put, you know, their team back in it here. We're gonna see though. Will Prairie go without detention again? We will see. It depends on the hunter as well. They may just ban his Axe Boy. You saw, you know, Prairie being a very good Axe Boy player. So it looks like that is going to be the case. They are going to ban that Axe Boy, so it depends on the hunter for sure, though. We did see that Wu Chang from him. Looks like they're going to ban Priestess and Forward. Interesting. So allowing for that Seer and allowing for that Mercenary, but doesn't want to have to deal with that stun option from the Forward. We did see one of the Survivors play Forward very well in the last match. And no Mechanic. Mechanic is now available, and you do immediately see Crockpot selected. Mechanic has that option. It looks like we're going to see Mercenary, Perfumer, Mechanic, and Seer. A very strong team composition. Expect the Perfumer to carry Tide Turner. Mechanic possibly would carry Tide Turner as well, but we were going to find out. The Mercenary definitely with Tide, and the Seer most likely with that Broken Windows. So we're gonna We're gonna see though. I am interested to see the character selection from Prey. Again, we saw that we saw that Axe Boy being used very well, but without that as an option now. What does he select? This is Ever Sleep in Town. It is a survivor-based map, so you have to select a hunter, that can combat with all those pallets and all those second-story buildings that Ever Sleeping has to offer. So we're going to see. It looks like maybe Ripper. Prey is a top Ripper player, and Ripper is a significantly strong, hunter for this map. He can deal with those pallets very easily. If you just spam pallets against him, he'll just Foggy Blade you through the pallet, and that isn't really an option if you're a survivor. You can't allow, yourself to take that hit. This is not the last match. There will be one more after this. There will be one more. There is 3 rounds in the finals. So there will be one more right after this. Again, just waiting on the character selections. Again, we are assuming it's going to be Seer, Mercenary, Perfumer, and that Mechanic. This has been the team composition from boosted boxes throughout this tournament. They've been using that run rescue character, that being either Ford or Mercenary, depending on the ban. That Seer as that supporter, and then that Perfumer as that second rescue, as well as a containment type, and the Mechanic for that extra decoding speed. And from Prey, it looks like we are going to see that Ripper, as we were talking about before. Ripper, a very strong hunter on this map, with all even with all those pallets available to survivors. Ripper can still hit that Foggy Blade through those pallets. And Prey is, what I've been told, a top Ripper player. So I'm really excited to see what they're able to do here. Immediately transitioning towards this middle area. I believe he found the Mercenary, and the Mercenary's just going to go ahead and transition away. Looking at Prey's build, he is actually running that detention, as we were talking about before. Has Trump Card and detention, as well as Peepers as his trait. Peeper is very strong on this map, and it looks like he is now going to see that it's the Mercenary, and he's just going to go ahead and leave. Doesn't want to waste too much time on Mercenary. But looking at the Mechanic, hasn't started a Cypher Machine just yet, unfortunately. Mechanic wants to get as much decoding progress in as possible. This is a very strong area for survivors, though. They can kind of loop this over and over. But it looks like Prey able to catch up here. We're going to see him use that Foggy Blade, force him to Perfume back, break this pallet, and we'll see if he can catch up and get that second hit. Gets that speed boost from the fog. We'll see if we can get that second hit before the Perfume recharges. I just don't think it's going to happen. And you do see that Perfume recharging in time. Something to keep in mind, though, this does give presence to Prey. He now has presence. He has that hidden and miss speed boost. He can go at incredible speeds, and we're going to see the Mechanic just kind of hide there. And Prey unable to see the Mechanic there too. It looks like just going off to the... It is now hard. It's just very hard to cut a Ripper when you have this full presence. He's going to use that Foggy Blade. Excellent job perfuming back, but he's now going to get this speed boost. No perfumes available. He's going to get this invisibility speed boost here. Catch up to the Perfumer, and it's going to be very hard to kite this Ripper at this point. He's going to be able to get the hit, most likely. Yep, gets that hit there. Doesn't want to allow him to get on the tram. She's going to try to get on. Can she make it? No, she was unable to get onto the tram in time. This is very favorable for Prey. Expect him to get the down immediately with this Foggy Blade now available. Goes for a bit of a premature Foggy Blade. Perfumer able to dodge it as well. And she's going to tight kite this area as best as possible. You see the Seer going to go ahead and give that Owl. Gets the Foggy Blade hit. Let's see if we can get the speed boost and catch up to her before she can make it to this pallet. It's going to be very close. Expect to see the charge attack here. And nope, he's just going to get that regular hit down on the Perfumer. It's still a very good kite from the Perfumer, wasting a lot of the Hunter's time. The Mechanic, about to finish a Cypher, about to finish 2 Cypher machines, and the Survivor's in a very good position to win this game, where they're at right now. Again, Prey being a top Ripper, but this Perfumer kiting very well. Wasting a lot of the Hunter's time. That Seer Owl also making the difference too. So we're gonna see, what the Survivors can do about, against this. We're gonna see that Mercenary come in for the rescue. Good job. Good patience from the Mercenary, dodging the hit. Dodges, gets him to hit the chair as well. A very good save from the Mercenary. And we're gonna see him just kind of target down the Perfumer. Able to get the pallet stun instead of the hit. I'm surprised he wasn't able to hit there. And the Perfumer's just going to transition away as far as possible. Move off this window. Excellent Foggy Blade from Prey, landing the hit on the Perfumer. This is going to give him full presence. He's going to be able to chair her on this, here. He's got to prevent this rescue, though, because the way the ciphers are at right now, it's about 60% of the way done. They're going to be able to finish it in time. And yeah, just on the rocket chair there. Looks like the mercenaries coming for the save. They were able to fit. Oh, but here's where the issue is. He chairs him on the last cipher machine, and that's going to be a problem. He's going to be able to most likely go for an abnormal play. We saw him use that in the last game to come all the way back from behind. Looking at the mechanic's not decoding. Seer isn't decoding. Perfumer got rescued. Mercenary, no one is decoding. So Prey opts to go for abnormal on this cipher. It's going to be very hard for the survivors to deal with that. They're going to have to start an entirely new one. And that is the case. He's going to trump card using the strategy a lot. Just doesn't want to have to deal, with that end game, with that cipher machine being primed. And this is just going to, delay the game to a point where he might be able to come back. Excellent! Foggy Blade gets the hit on the mechanic. Let's see if he can get the down. The other survivor's working on another cipher. It's about 30% of the way done now. And does land that charge attack for this down on the mechanic. Now expect him just to chair the mechanic here and then go for that last cipher where they're decoding. Looks like he's going to try to take her all the way to a rocket chair where they're decoding. I think it's going to be close to whether or not he can actually make it, though. She might be able to struggle free. And no, doesn't look like a good job getting into the rocket chair. Again, they're working on this cipher, but I don't think it's not done yet. It's only about 60%. Prey again with this incredible late game control. It's really coming into play. Let's see if he can land this Foggy Blade. Is able to do it as well. He's going to get the Seer down, get him on the rocket chair. And this late game from Prey is incredible. It really is. We're going to see the Perfumer most likely go back to that other cipher they were on. And this is where things get difficult. Prey does have his abnormal back online in 10 seconds, though. So we're going to see if he opts to use it on this cipher machine or the one the Seer is decoding. Or the Perfumer is decoding, rather. And it looks like he's just going to go after the Perfumer. She's going to go ahead and leave. I believe the survivors told him that she is... Yeah, no, it looks like he's just going to go back to the chair there. Gets the Foggy Blade. Let's see if he can double hit the Mercenary. Does double hit the Mercenary as well. We'll see if the Perfumer can finish the Cipher Machine in time. It's only about 60% of the way done. So we're going to see if Prey can land the hit. He's just going to hit the Mercenary down and most likely put him on the rocket chair. So they're unable to pop the last cipher. But the problem is now no one can really save now. Prey's going to be able to put this survivor. Let's see if he takes him to the basement. He is going to do so. It looks like the Perfumer has that last cipher primed. But again, you have to successfully rescue. The only one who can successfully rescue in this position is that mechanic. Good job dodging the Foggy Blade. What he's going to try to do is go for this no attack recovery play. If he's able to do that, which he's going to do, and unfortunately does get attack recovery, they're going to pop the last cipher. And again, you saw Prey with that excellent late game. Unfortunately, to no avail in this position. He has that abnormal back online, but that will have no effect anymore, as all they have to do is open up those exit gates. And you see him looking at that Mercenary. You don't want to waste a lot of time on him. The series open up the exit gate as quick as possible. And you see how fast the exit gates open up here. That is something complained about by a lot of hunters. But the gates are already open, 2 survivors out at this point. And you really just want to secure a 1 kill right now if you're Prey. If they do get the 4-person escape, I believe that will secure the win for the boosted boxes. But looks like no, he's able to locate the mechanic. And the dungeon is not within the vicinity. She's going to get on the tram, and you're going to see Prey go towards where the tram ends. Mercenary is going to leave. Mechanic is going to get off right here, and he's going to be able to get her down and put her on the rocket chair. This is going to secure the 1-person elimination. This is exactly what Prey needs to keep the team in the game here. Looks like just the surrender there. And you do see that that Perfumer with 108-second containment time, using those perfumes absolutely perfectly. Able to keep that kite going as long as possible. And a great job from Prey, trying to make that comeback. Almost was able to do so, but unfortunately fell a little bit short there. Is able to secure the 1 kill for the team, though. Let me do my math to make sure. Let's check out what the score is. So it is 14-4, if I'm doing my math correctly. So the survivors would need a 4-person escape, and the hunter would need a 4-person elimination for them to tie it up. Yeah, that's Perfumer OP. Yeah, Perfumer kited very well. Perfumer is a very good, survivor as well. It's not easy to kite a Ripper. Those foggy blades are not fun. But I believe the last map is going to be everyone OP. I believe the last map is going to be Moonlit River Park, if I'm not mistaken. So the score is now 14-4 at this time. The survivors, again, need a 4-person escape, and the hunter needs a 4-person elimination to tie it up. So we're going to see here. All right, looks like I believe this is going to be Moonlit River Park for this last round, so should see that. Yep, there we go. We're going to see that 2 survivor ban and 3 survivor ban and 2 hunter ban. I drink more water so I don't get dehydrated. But I'm interested to see what the survivors opt to ban. It looks like possibly Bonbon should be the first ban, because Roland is a Bonbon main. And for the second one, possibly, it looks like they were considering Wu Chang. Wu Chang, a very strong hunter on this map. Looks like it is going to be Ripper, possibly, as the second ban here from the survivors. It looks like they're going to ban that Bonbon and that Ripper. I would really love to see Roland Spider come into play. He is one of the best Spider players on the North American European server. He's able to get a 4-person elimination against Riot, a very good team during the North American European Summer Tournament, as well as a 3-person elimination against B4U. So I would love to see him, maybe that Spider come into play. Spider not as strong on a map like Moonlit River Park. Spider not with the best map control, not with the best Cypher control, and on a big map like Moonlit, it's very hard to do that. Anyways, you can also loop, if a lot of survivors, you can like loop Carousel, and Spider has a hard time catching up. But I would like to see the Spider if that is a possibility. We are going to see what the survivors opt to go for here. But yeah, it looks like we are going to see the Seer, Priestess, and Mercenary ban from Roland. That is to be expected. Priestess, a very strong survivor on this map. The 2-story building to work with, plus portaling through the bridge is very good. Seer and Mercenary are just typical bans you would see anyways. So yeah. I want to see Spider too. We're going to find out though. Beef OP. The survivors at this point may have acknowledged that there's not much they can really do to win. So they may be going with fun characters. We're going to see though. Again, I'm interested in the character selection from Roland. We did see that Clown being used in the last game. But we're going to see what he opts to go for here. For decoding team, yeah, full decoder. Imagine. Imagine four decoder. Yeah, you never know. You could tie with 4 decoder. Just cipher. Okay, stream should be good. Okay, apologies guys if the stream lagged out for a second there, but if it should be back now. Anyways, looking at the character selections for the survivors, it is going to be, looks like forward, coordinator, prisoner, and enchantress. We do see that typical, that team composition using that double rescuer, addition to that containment type character and that 1 decoder. That is a common rescue, common strategy you see on a lot of top tier, in a lot of top tier gameplay. Using that double rescuer decoder and then either a supporter or a containment type character. It looks from Roland, he might be going Hell Ember, which will definitely be very fun to see. So we will see. Yeah, it looks like he is going with that Hell Ember. I've never even seen this Hell Ember skin before, so anyways. He is going for that Hell Ember. Looking at the build, it looks like he does have that confined space and insolence. You do need to see insolence with Hell Ember. You have a really hard time getting downs on survivors without it. It looks like he is going after this prisoner, immediately finding the decoding character earlier on. And we're gonna see him. Yeah, go ahead, target down this prisoner, getting the first hit on the prisoner there. We'll see how long the prisoner can contain. Again, Hellenberg, he does have Blink available to him as well, so getting that first hit is very important for him. He's going to vault this window, get that confined space active for himself. He's going to vault this pallet as well. Good job from the prisoner, able to dodge that. We see the forward trying to harass early, which is interesting. You typically want to see that Cypher Rush come into play, so you want to try to decode that as much as possible. But it looks like he's going to be able to trap him with the doll. No, he's going to go get that speed boost and get the down on the prisoner there. The forward going in for a little bit of an early harassing play. Expect him to maybe use a phantom to block that stun. The forward's going to try to go around. Gets around. Oh, good job from the forward. Able to dodge the phantom there. Does take the hit, unfortunately, and the prisoner will go down. So ultimately, it may not have been the best play, but still a very impressive stun there. Going around the... he's going for it again. Can he get it? Oh, he was able to drop the prisoner there. A good stun there. But let's see if he can get this speed boost and catch up to this forward. Still has Blink available to himself. Forward doing a great job dodging this hit as well. Expect him to use Blink, though, just to get this down. And he is going to use it right there. And we're going to see if this prisoner can get up. But it looks like he's opting just to chair the forward. And he probably will go back to this prisoner. Yeah, he's going to go back to the prisoner using that doll to switch places. He's going to go ahead and share that. There are 3 Cypher machines remaining at this point, but 2 people on the rocket chair is very unfortunate for the survivors. We do see the coordinator most likely coming in for the save. Enchantress going over to decode a Cypher machine. And you see Roland trying to camp both these chairs as best as possible. But again, the coordinator still has that flare gun as an option. Expect her to just go ahead and use it here. But again, you don't want to shoot a wall. That's the biggest issue. And she's going to use it. She's just going to go ahead and straight up and shoot the hunter here. Go in for that rescue with Tide Turner. Expect her to go in for a save on the prisoner as well, though it may be after the halfway mark. That is the issue here, unfortunately. He's going to go in and use that Phantom, trying to double hit this coordinator if possible. Can he get it with the Phantom? No, the Phantom's going to chase her away, so there will be no save on the prisoner. It looks like the forward got caught trying to finish, remove that doll. And I think he's going to be able to trap him. No, he's going to go... Oh, he's going to go back. Coordinator, good job going back for that rescue. Acknowledge that the Hellenber wasted time going after that forward there. And that's going to... Oh, the forward did go down to the doll, though, I believe, unfortunately. But the coordinator, good map presence, good awareness of what was happening. Went in for that rescue there. Great job. Unfortunately, the prisoner is dead on the rocket chair. With the prisoner going down here, this will secure the championships and the win for the boosted boxes. The survivors did need a 4-person escape and a 4-person elimination from Prey. And it looks like he's going to be able to chair each of these survivors here. Enchantress about to finish a Cypher machine, but at this point it is fairly irrelevant. So expect the... he's just going to go ahead and chair this coordinator. probably going to go ahead and just go pick up these dolls. And again, this is the win for the boosted boxes. Great job from both sides. But we're going to go ahead and play this out. See how this goes. This should be fun. Again, you love seeing Hell Ember being used. So yeah. We're going to see what happens here. Gonna go ahead and go after the Enchantress here. Doesn't have any stacks available just yet. We'll see if she can go ahead and kite this out. Something to keep in mind is, ooh, Roland just walking through the pallet. I'm surprised the Enchantress didn't double back for a pallet stun there. Would have been able to pull that off. And we'll see if the Hunter opts to give the dungeon to the Enchantress. Keep in mind he has already secured the win. Goes for that blink. And we're gonna see. Nope, they're just gonna go ahead and surrender. That will secure the win there for Roland. And that will be the championship for the boosted boxes. And that is it. That's going to give them the, let me do the math. 19 to 4 win, I believe, something like that. I don't know. I can't do the math. My math sucks. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for, I believe that is it for the tournament. I don't know if we're going to play out the last round, but we will see. We are just confirming if we're going to play the last round out or not. I'm not entirely sure. That is, okay, that looks like we're going to wrap it up right there. Unfortunately, guys, we are going to wrap it up right there. I think the players probably have something to do. It's been a long day. I'm pretty exhausted myself. That's going to wrap it up for the tournament. That will be the win. The boosted boxes will win the Identity 5 Studio Discord tournament with a score of 19 to 4. And yeah, huge shout out to all these players. Huge shout out to the organizers, Aiko and Eddie, the leaders of the Identity 5 Studio Discord. Without them, this would not be possible, guys. So make sure you do a huge shout out to them. If you guys aren't a part of the Discord, feel free to check it out. The link is in the video description below. If you guys enjoyed the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really shows your support. And again, guys, I really appreciate all your support, supporting me, supporting these players, supporting the Discord by watching this tournament and supporting the players. So that's gonna wrap it up from the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really appreciate everyone's support, and that's gonna be it for today. Don't forget to check out the Discord. Thank you guys, and I will see you all later.